Extreme Sports, proudly covering local high school athletics and District 10 championships on Stream TV.
Deep.
Got him.
Got him. Touchdown. Got a man going to the end zone. He's there. Koval. Touchdown. Nice job with the feet. Yes. That was one good catch.
Well, good evening and welcome to Titusville Rocket Football. Tonight, the Corry Beavers host the Rockets. We are in Corry tonight for Week 10 of high school football. Our coverage of Rocket sports this season made possible by these great sponsors. By Oil Creek Plastics. By Titusville Area Hospital. By Interstate Pipe and Supply. By State Farm Insurance. By Poppies. By the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home. By Donovan and Bauer Auto Group. By The Barking Lot. By Fat Chads. By Armstrong. By the University of Pittsburgh Titusville Education and Training Hub. By Kreiner Real Estate. By Warner's Bakery. By Goodwill. By Larry's Auto Service. By Corky's Pizza. And by the Titusville Beverage. And the season wraps up tonight. We welcome you inside the Kreiner Real Estate Warner's Bakery pregame show. Luke Rio along with Steve Bodemer. Bill McCrillis down on the field with the wireless mic. Steve, I can't believe it's Week 10 of high school football.
I can't either. It's gone really quick this year for some reason. It just seems like we had just opened up Carter Field here yesterday, and this season began. And now you're at Week 10. This is it. A big game here tonight between Titusville and Corry. Titusville, of course, playing their last game of the season. And it's been an enjoyable year so far for Titusville, and let's hope that they can finish off on a strong footing.
You had a chance to sit down with Coach. We're going to hear that in just a moment. Just overall thoughts on the season. It kind of echoes Corry a little bit. Rough start of the year. Found their way a little bit in the middle. Kind of rough towards the end. It all leads to tonight. Yeah, and that's pretty much kind of what we saw with Titusville. Of course, we got the opening win with Franklin, but we had some tough competition. Corry up here, their first few games were against some better teams as well, so they got off to a rocky start. And then they caught fire, and they beat some teams that realistically kind of surprised some people, I think, overall. And then, of course, the last couple of weeks have been kind of tough for both teams. Now, Titusville, pretty much the same type of thing. We got going a little bit and stumbled a little bit here the last couple of ball games. Looking for a really good ball game tonight with Corry and Titusville. All right, that sit down with Coach is coming up here. We are at Corry High School for tonight's matchup, senior night here for the Corry Beavers. This is the Kreiner Real Estate Warner's Bakery pregame show. Our coverage will continue right after this timeout.
Interstate Pipe and Supply takes pride in providing superior customer service. That's why our dedicated employees are well trained and have the experience to offer friendly, quick, and reliable service and support. Need materials delivered to your job site? No problem. Interstate offers fast delivery from our 4 locations in Western Pennsylvania. We also serve Eastern Ohio, Northern Western Virginia, and Western New York. Service means business at Western Pennsylvania's premier pipe and supply company, Interstate Pipe and Supply.
Like a good neighbor, your State Farm agent is there. And there. And now, there. Good Neighbor Connect is a secure virtual meeting tool exclusively for State Farm customers. It's simple to use, no signups, downloads, or plugins, and it helps you have the conversations you need with your agent at whatever distance you prefer. Ask your agent about meeting through Good Neighbor Connect today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Poppy's Equipment and Storage Rental in Pleasantville is committed to providing our customers with exceptional service while offering quality rental equipment. We offer competitive pricing and an array of equipment for you to get the job done and on time. Hosting an event? Poppy's can help with that too. We have tents, tables, chairs, heaters, generators, barbecues, and more. Need firewood or propane? No problem. Whether you're in construction or a weekend warrior, reach out to Poppy's about your next project needs. Poppy's Place on the Tynesta Road in Pleasantville.
Inventory is finally starting to roll in here, and we'd like to thank everybody for being patient.
And if you're looking for trucks, we got them, new and used.
So if you're looking for Jeeps, we got them from the Compass all the way up to the Gladiator. Holy crap!
I want that.
Donovan Bauer on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
Welcome to our pregame show. I'm Steve Odom, and with me is Coach Reynolds for the Titusville Rockets. And Coach, you're going into Week 10, last game of the year for Titusville. Let's revisit Oil City for just a minute. All the hype, Ethan Knox, his ability to run was true. Let's face it. They got a good offensive line. They opened up a lot of holes for him, and he gets his 6, 7, 8 yards. Overall, though, I thought our defense played very well.
Yeah, hats off to those guys at Oil City. They have a nice scheme. They have the right scheme for the guys that they have. You have Big Henry, 310-pound offensive lineman with some other big guys around him, and they do the things they do well, and they stick with it. You know, you're going to see the ISOs, the tosses, you know, a pass here or there, but that's Oil City power football, and that's what they did. In terms of our guys and how they dealt with it, I was real pleased if you noticed when Ethan Knox hit the boundaries on the edges. You didn't see him beat our guys around the corners many times.
Right.
And that was a credit to our secondary guys coming up, Braden Johnson, you know, those guys coming up, filling hard in the secondary. Drew Wheeling really played pretty phenomenal as an outside backer in that play too. A couple times he had Ethan by one hand to take him down. So hats off to those guys for doing those things. And there was a few moments in the game where we needed to make a stop, and they made a stop. We get the ball back. We're able to get some points on the board. So they did a nice job in that respect.
Well, and they, you know, one of the things that people may not realize is for an offensive lineman, if you've got a back like Ethan Knox, it's a little easier to block for because he can get through those holes so quick. So you don't have to hold that block that extra tenth of a second with Knox. He's just going to squirt through and he's off and going.
One of the things he does a nice job of is his lateral cuts. He does a real good job. You'll see him going to the right. And let's say you're a defensive lineman playing on the other side of the line and you're thinking, oh, the play's away from me. You know, you take a second off and all of a sudden he's right there in your hip pocket. So that's where, you know, the goal we have and where we're going with this team is we use this as teaching material. Say, hey, you know, when you place good running backs, it doesn't matter where you're at. You know, play side, backside, all those guys got to force and come to the ball to take care of business.
Yeah, because Ethan can go either way. And I was a little surprised at his lateral quickness. You know,
Absolutely.
He's not just a north-south guy with speed. He has nice jump cuts, nice move laterally. One of the things that I wanted to talk a little bit about, just in case people don't quite understand the philosophy here. It's late in the game. It's 30-7. You know, you're not going to come back on this because you only got 23 seconds to go. But you call a timeout. We have the ball, and we're in or near the red zone. What's the philosophy behind that?
So our staff, my assistants, myself, we're always teaching. So in this particular game situation, we saw an opportunity, and this is what we would do as we teach these guys moving into the future, how you manage a game when you're close at the end and you're trying to get the ball in the end zone and it's tight. In this case, it wasn't, but our guys understood there's a place we're going and we're working to, and this is part of that plan to get to that location to do that. And the same thing after Drew scored that touchdown, we came back and special teams coach Matt Crocker asked to kick an onside kick. I nodded a second. I said, that's a great idea because that's what we would do in this situation. And that's how we deal with kids. So, you know, no matter what happens on Friday night, we're always in films evaluating after that Friday night. And those are teachable moments for those kids to understand where we want to go as a program and what you need to do as a football player to be successful on the field.
And see, that's one of the things that I think people need to understand is that coaching isn't just in the moment. I'm not just coaching for this game. I'm coaching for the game that might be a year or 2 years away It could be against Oil City, it could be against Meadville, it could be against anybody, where instead of being 30-7, it's 10-7.
Yeah, and there's a lot of football one-on-one there. You look at our season, and there's been moments where, people may assume that it's a catastrophe in a game, something really bad happened. Let's take Meadville, for example. We gave up a lot of points in that game. We didn't score much. But out of that game, we had a series of plays we knew were very successful against their first-team defense. Mm-hmm. And we were able to take that, even though that game was a loss, and bring it back and say, guys, look what you did to this team that's going to be playing for a state championship. And they understand that, and we build off of those steps and we grow, and that's how we get better from there.
That's one of the, when you get a new turnover in a staff, mm-hmm. those building blocks have to be set. If you don't set that foundation, so it's like a house. If it's mm-hmm. a bad foundation, the house is going to fall. Same thing here. Enough with Oil City tonight. Corry Beavers, mm-hmm. they've been a lot like Titusville. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's expectations were real high. They started off kind of rough, and then they caught fire for a few games, and now things have kind of settled back down for them. I think they've lost their last two. So the records are pretty even mm-hmm. coming in here. What are we looking at with Corry?
This is one of those all-time great battles, in District 10, Titusville and Corry, last game of the year. Coming into the beginning of the season, they had a absolutely horrific start to the season in terms of scheduling. I mean, you've got Meadville, Oil City, third team, it's escaping my head, Conneaut, Ohio, yeah. who's 8-2 mm-hmm. right now. So you had three, ranked great opponents right off the bat. That's a tough place for anybody to start, no matter where you're at. And then they came in there with Northeast, were pretty competitive. Fairview, I believe they beat. Yeah. And General McLean was a tight game, mm-hmm. so they did some really good things in there, and then they lost a couple close ones as of late. Coach Goodwill from Corry is a good guy. He is a Corry grad, mm-hmm. Mount Union guy. He had worked with Coach Homer, back in the day, who was a great coach at Corry and did a lot of good things there, and you see some of those similar elements on offense. So when you look at Corry, in terms of offense, you're going to see some spread concepts. You're going to see screens, which they've always been good at screens. Yeah. You're going to see some receiver sets. You're going to see them run the ball, pass the ball. They're a nice football team. Even though the record may not show it, these guys are building for something. Defensively speaking, they run a 5-3-3, a little different look than we've seen. So you're going to see 5 down linemen coming hard up front, 3 linebackers set off, and generally a 3 deep secondary behind it, which is a little different look than most teams run. But they're a sound team overall. And they're one we have to be prepared for, and it's going to be their senior night, unfriendly stadium, yep. and we got to be ready to go.
Well, this is a team that if you look at them, I think paper-wise and record-wise, you're going to match up pretty mm-hmm. well with this team here. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be, again, for Titusville, a matter of discipline, mm-hmm. minimizing penalties, staying ahead of the change. And that's been a little bit mm-hmm. of an issue for Titusville this year. You have that one good play, but mm-hmm. then you give up 2 yards. Mm-hmm. You give it back to them. I know you're working with the kids on that. How do you see that playing out? If we can keep ahead of the change, it's got to be good for us.
Yeah, every week you look at the things you got to work on. So last week we had a couple plays where our hands were just outside the frame of the body. It was that simple. That first play against Oil City, sweep left, we had a nice gain, get called back for a hold. Our guys' hands were outside the box. That's on us. So we talk about those things. We drill those during the week. We make those a point. Listen, we got to work on this, guys, and do better. So we clean up those fundamentals, play a clean game, and we'll be okay.
Going at Corry's defense, the 5-3-3, when you're talking to the 3, particularly in the secondary, mm-hmm. the 3 defensive backs, you have to go into it assuming that these 3 kids are going to be playing zone, because we'll run 4 or 5 receiver sets. So you're looking at basically a 3-man zone mm-hmm. back there. What kind of a passing attack then to throw the ball you're looking to get?
So you look, the first thing you're going to look at against a team like Corry is you're going to look at how they're going to defend those wide flats. If you have 3 deep guys and these 2 guys are rushing hard, those 2 outside defensive end / backer types are going to have to get out there to help. But if they're just pass rushing, there's going to be some conflicts. So they'll game plan for us, and they'll have some ideas. So the first thing we'll do is we'll look out there to see what's going on, on the perimeter. So those will be opportunities there. And then after that, we'll definitely look to establish the run. That was one of our shortcomings against Oil City. We only rushed for about 17 yards. It was pretty low. We need to establish that ground game to help open up other things on the field.
That's one of the things that we've tried to do most of this year. Still the philosophy of a good ground game is going to benefit your passing game.
Absolutely.
We're at Corry High School tonight. It's the last game of the season. Corry will go on to the playoffs if they opt to against Meadville in Class 4A. This is it for Titusville tonight. Hopefully we can get a win into the season on a good note. Corry and Titusville will be back right after this.
Signature here. Oh, and one last thing.
What's with the chainsaw?
Oh, well, service may be slowed due to network interference.
Network interference?
Yeah, well, maybe if you cut down some of these trees, you can finally get a decent cell signal, which is how you get internet now. Good luck.
Read the fine print. Only Armstrong delivers fast and reliable internet right into your home on a network built specifically for the internet. Zoom from Armstrong.
Whoever said, "It's only a dog," never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Since 1965, the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has been dedicated to serving Titusville and surrounding communities. Mr. Garrett believed in tradition and commitment to excellence, standards that are still held to this day. He also believed in community and making Titusville the best place to live, work, and play. When you need us, we will be there for you, providing a dignified service at fair prices. This has been our foundation for 55 years. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Hi, my name is Dr. Charlie Gates. I'm an orthopedic surgeon with Orthopedic Associates of Meadville, and I spend most of my time here at Titusville Area Hospital. I'm a general orthopedic surgeon. I perform wrist fracture surgery, ankle fracture surgery, and hip fracture surgeries. I do carpal tunnels and trigger fingers, knee arthroscopies, and shoulder arthroscopies. I look forward to serving the patients here in the hospital.
And welcome back to Corry, Pennsylvania for tonight's matchup between the Rockets and the Beavers. Weather-wise, look at that moon. We're a couple days away from Halloween, and Steve, I know you're looking for a howling good game tonight.
Yeah, I really am. It's two good teams, evenly matched. This should be a good ball game here.
Weather-wise, mostly cloudy, upper 40s for a high. It's going to be a great night. It's great football weather, and we're going to go down to the field now to Bill McCrillis, who's on the wireless mic tonight. Bill?
Hey guys, how you doing up there?
Great. How are you?
Hi.
Here it comes, Steve. Go ahead, Bill.
There it goes.
Now you're going to see what it feels like to be outside.
We are outside tonight, and
that's okay. I think you'll like it.
No, it's great being out here, and you know, that's the great thing about high school football each and every week is where else would you rather be?
I can't think of a place.
Is that a brochure for Aruba?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Hawaii, actually.
Hello, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Is your son back?
My son?
Is he back in Hawaii?
Oh, yeah, he's back there.
Okay, well, he was over here for a little bit visiting, and then he's all over. But
is he on the Big Island? Is he on Hawaii? Or
yeah, he's
on Hawaii?
He's on the big one.
We're going to go visit him here in January.
Oh, wow.
All right, back to the task at hand. Wireless mic, by the way, tonight is brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Ed Burns Sales and Service. A big thanks to all our sponsors all season long. Really, without you, we wouldn't be here doing this, and we greatly appreciate it. Please support these businesses, especially as the holidays are coming up. Steve, how would you like to see the Rockets finish up the year?
Ideally, for me, what I'd really like to see Titusville do tonight is be up 2, maybe 3 touchdowns at the half. One of the things we haven't seen out of this team yet, and there's been a lot of improvements throughout the course of the year, but one of the things we haven't been able to do is get that lead at half, and then I want to see them hold on to it through the second half. We had that lead with Seneca week 4, I think it was. by 14 points. Ended up not scoring another point that ball game. Ended up losing that ball game. So I'd like to see Titusville get a lead going into halftime, and then come out and finish it with 2 strong quarters.
And I think Coach made a comment about that, and that's one of those moments where you go back sadly afterwards
and explain, guys, you had the lead, so you could play with Seneca, but for some reason we just kind of didn't execute in that second half.
Joe Watkins running the camera down there. Hi, Joe. Nice job this season. We want to thank our crew. Jim couldn't be here tonight. He's with family, and I understand you may be joining them later this weekend.
Yeah, I'm coming down tomorrow. Yep, Lock Haven University girls soccer.
Well, congratulations. And they supported your boys coming up watching games.
They came up watching games, too, with all 3 of my kids. They were there. So we're going to go to Lock Haven. It's my niece's Leah Jensen. It's her, I believe it's her last home game at Lock Haven. So we're going to go down there for senior night.
Well, congratulations. And I know Jim's watching tonight. So, Jim, we miss you, but it's good that you're with family. Again, thanks, Joe, for the good work you've done this season. You're down on the field with Bill. This is Adam, by the way. Adam not only does a fantastic job as our main camera operator, but also the graphics you see during our games down there.
Along the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks. And Adam does a great job with that. And
I could pick that up and hold it for people.
Yeah, that's good. And we want to thank all of you for watching throughout the season as well. It's been fantastic just seeing where you're watching from. It seemed like it started out kind of, maybe the East Coast, and then it just spread. This year it was incredible. People in Utah and California, Hawaii, all over are watching Rocket football. And Steve, once you graduate, you don't put it behind you, do you? You're always a Rocket.
No, when you graduate high school, you take it with you. There's always a part of Titusville High School that's going to be with you no matter where you go. Last year, we just had our 40th anniversary or class anniversary. Saw a lot of guys and girls that I graduated with, and coming in from the West Coast and down south and so forth, and you just take a part of Titusville with you.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and hopefully you can take that with you as you take notice of the folks who sponsored us this season. We'll come back. We have kickoff coming up at 7 o'clock. We'll have the coin toss and all of that heading your way next. As we continue here from Corry, this is the Kreiner Real Estate Warner's Bakery pregame show. We'll be back right after this.
Fat Chad's Brewing is Titusville's premier dining destination, offering fine dining served with a cold beverage and great conversation. Try our oiled derrick sirloin or railroad flat iron, or how about the TPD ribeye, Louis Lip strip steak, or Fat Chad's pork steak. Our pasta entries and sandwiches are just as popular. Try the garden pasta or the Asiago chicken, or get the Rocketeer burger or fish sandwich, all served with fresh cut fries. Come in Saturday nights for Wild Game Saturdays. For good food and good times, it's Fat Chad's Brewing in Titusville.
Like a good neighbor, your State Farm agent is there. And there. And now, there. Good Neighbor Connect is a secure virtual meeting tool exclusively for State Farm customers. It's simple to use, no signups, downloads, or plugins, and it helps you have the conversations you need with your agent at whatever distance you prefer. Ask your agent about meeting through Good Neighbor Connect today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let's say I have an internet issue. Do you offer in-home support?
That would be fee.
You did say free, right?
That's a fee.
Free?
Fee.
So do I pay for in-home support or do I not pay for in-home support?
Correct.
Read the fine print. Only Armstrong provides all our customers with free local support and service, in-home, by telephone, or at one of our local stores. Zoom from Armstrong.
Would you love to exercise, but pain is holding you back? The aquatic therapy offered at Titusville Area Hospital Physical Therapy may benefit anyone suffering from joint pain, recovery from joint replacements, or other surgeries, fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, muscle weakness, or other physical limitations. In the comfort of a heated pool and with private one-on-one sessions, the professionals at TAH Physical Therapy can help. Call today for more information. 827-0354.
Our Kreiner Real Estate Warner's Bakery pregame show will continue right after this.
Join us at our open house Saturday, October 15th at 9 a.m. Learn about the diverse low to no cost training in the fields of machining, medical assistant, and phlebotomy, as well as several 2-year degrees including nursing, early childhood education, and business administration. Take the first step toward your new career by registering for our fall open house today.
At Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, all the local fall sports seasons are here. No matter if you're making that touchdown, running that extra mile, scoring that winning goal, making that putt for birdie, or slamming down that setter spike, the team at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group is a proud supporter of all the fall athletics in Titusville and the surrounding area. Doing your best is a team effort, and the team here at Donovan and Bauer attempts to give the best effort to our customers day in and out, just like all the local athletes. Have a safe and memorable 22 fall sports season to all the local teams and athletes. When you have the time, visit us on our website at donovanbauer.com and score that winning deal.
Oil Creek Plastics has provided quality, service, and integrity to their customers and community. Their talented and committed employees strive to deliver to their clients the best products that are American-made. In that spirit, our high school athletes show commitment to their school and community, excelling at every event. In these times of uncertainty, community comes together. Oil Creek Plastics is proud to support the Titusville Rockets and continue traditions that are made in the USA.
Stream Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on Stream TV.
Now, we are just about set to go as we wrap up the Kreiner Real Estate Warner's Bakery pregame show. We've got kickoff in just a few moments. We're going to be going down to the field to Bill McCrillis for the coin toss. But first, welcome you to Corry High School as the Beavers host the Titusville Rockets, both teams 3 and 6. It's going to be a nice night for football, mostly cloudy skies, upper 40s for a high. Bill, can you make your way through the smoke down there?
It's nice. It's not bad. It looks like London.
Yeah, a little fog coming in off the channel.
It's like Vietnam. I smell powder.
Just in case people are seeing this or wondering, this is when the Corry Beavers football team came onto the field. They had a couple of smoke devices that they detonated. That's what you're seeing lingering over the field right now.
Titusville High School Marching Band here as well. Always nice to have them. All right, Bill, down to you.
Okay, guys, here we go. Everybody's getting friendly.
All right, guys, let's try not to choke on the smoke or whatever this is. As a reminder, Corry won the toss and elected to defer. And we're going to kick away from the board, so if you can put your back to that side.
Okay, guys, there you have it. Corry won the toss and defer.
Okay, so Corry winning the toss, going to let their defense play first. Titusville going to get a chance to play offense right off the bat here. One of the things you want to see out of Titusville is on this opening kickoff is let's get a drive going here. Not even necessarily saying it's mandatory to get points here, but let's get a drive going, established, get some first downs, get a good drive under our belts to start the game.
Steve, it's been hit or miss this season on Bodemer's basics, but 3 things you're looking for here in this game.
Spirited play. This is your last game of the year. Play hard, play with a heart. 2, I'd like to see it defensively, again, gang tangling like we did with Oil City. And I thought they played, I think that's the other thing. The third thing is beat your Oil City performance. I think Oil City collectively, team-wise, was probably Titusville's best performance to date, even though they got beat. It doesn't sound smart, but that was probably your best game to date. Beat that game.
Kind of eerie out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of eerie here. Corry getting the ball ready to set for play. Their kicker is number 9, Nolan Carey, and I believe he's also their quarterback. Titusville has, looks like Koval, and I think it's Shoemaker Carpin.
Halloween weekend.
Yeah, Halloween weekend. So we're about ready to get going here. Corry now breaking their huddle.
I want to say hi to Ronnie Miller watching in Lexington, Kentucky. She's been watching all season.
Terry now ready to kick off for Corry. And here we go. It's a short kick, far side, fair catch by Titusville. Smart play, just fall on it. Be best to catch it, but okay. Titusville doing a nice, that's something a lot of kids forget about on the kickoff. You can make that fair catch. No need to try to catch it and run. Titusville will take over 1st and 10 at about their own 35.
That's sort of been your mantra this whole season.
Yeah, don't let the thing bounce. That ball bounces funny. It's not like a basketball or a baseball. It can bounce any which direction it wants. So we're looking for Titusville here to start off fast. Again, as Coach Reynolds mentioned about, he wants to establish a ground game that'll help the play-action passing game. So here comes Titusville out. 3 in the backfield. We're going to go power I to the left. McDonald is under center. There's the snap. It's going to go to the tailback, and that's Jackson Koval. He's going to pick up maybe a yard on the left side. Corry doing a nice job shutting down that hole. 1 yard, maybe 2 on the play. Titusville will have a 2nd down and 8 here in their opening drive. Corry will play a 5-man defensive front, a traditional 5-man front. They'll play 3 linebackers and then 3 defensive backs. Titusville now with 2 to the right, 1 in the left wing position. McDonald with the snap. He'll hand it off to Jackson Koval over the left side. He gets over the 40 to about the 42. Nice run there by Koval. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 for Titusville. Here we're going to see the play to the left side, and we've run well to the left side this year. Yeah, maybe we're not going to get that play up here. Titusville now 3rd and 3.
I think it's being outside, Steve, that's throwing.
It's throwing everything off? Yeah. 2 to the right now, same formation. Quick throw to the right, and it's over Brock Koval's head. He couldn't get his hands on it. It's going to go incomplete. Bring up a 4th down for Titusville. Here's the pass, and Ian just needs to set his feet just a little bit. Got it too high. Brings that down. Titusville's going to pick up a 1st down. Just a little bit high. So the drive stalls at their own 42. Mung back to kick. He's done a nice job. It's a nice kick away, and they're going to take it at the 25. Titusville right there to make the tackles. He'll pick up maybe 2. It'll be 1st and 10 Corry at Corry's 27. Yep, at Corry's 27-yard line. So we're going to look now here at Corry's offense. Corry, I think, will be a fairly balanced attack as well. I think they're going to want to run the ball. I think both teams want to try to establish a ground game in this ball game tonight. We'll see how Titusville's defense, again, Titusville plays that 3-4 defense.
Steve, I've been impressed this year with Titusville's ability to come back when they've had an opponent score, first.
They answer well. They have answered well here. Corry now with 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback looks to be Nolan Carey. There's the snap, hands off up the middle, and we come up quick and make a tackle, but we don't get him off his feet, but he's not going to gain much. He's going to get to maybe the 29. We'll see who comes up off the floor there for Titusville.
53.
57 is Joseph Saxton. He had a nice ball game a couple weeks ago for Titusville, doing well at the nose guard. Here, Corry comes out. They're going to try to spread you a little bit now. They got 1 man to the right. They're going to bring 1 back into the backfield. They had 2 to the left, 1 wide, 1 in this. Now they're trying to get their 3rd guy lined up here. Now they got 3 to the left again. Here's the snap. It's a quick throw to the outside. It's completed, and he's got an opening. Breaks over the 40 to the 45. That's I don't have a number 11 on my roster. I apologize to those of you watching us from Corry. But a nice quick pass out to the outside, and they get the corner here real quick. There's that sweep. That's the same type of pass we tried to run. They do a nice job downfield blocking. Maybe got away with a block in the back there. But they're going to pick up yardage to the 44, 1st and 10 for Corry. They're going to blow that one dead. I don't know whether somebody moved or now they're going to go. It's going to be offside on Titusville. Got to watch the ball. Defensive lineman's going to jump just a tad bit early. In high school, if you break that neutral zone, it's an automatic dead play. So Corry get a 5-yard benefit there from Titusville's anxious. First down and 5 now to 49. Corry with 2 men to the right, 1 in the wing position, 1 back with the quarterback, and 1 out here to the left. And it's a handoff to the running back. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to break free over the 20 down to the 40 to the 39 before Koval, I believe. No, it's Shoemaker Carpet, I believe, makes the Johnson makes the stop. But a good run there for Corry. This is going to come right up the middle. They pull the guard. They get a good block, kick-out block, and then he comes back up there and gets a nice gain. First down now for Corry in Titusville territory at the 39. Corry now with 2 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the right wing. And it's the same play. Here he comes up the middle, and he's going to turn it in. He's going to get stopped for a short gain. He'll be marked down to the 35. Pickup of maybe 3. Be a second down for Corry. Titusville's defense is going to have to stiffen up here a little bit. We got to get a little bit quicker off the ball in the front 3. You've got to get the front 3 penetration into the offensive backfield. Corry now with 3 to the right and 1 to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Carry calling. It's a quick pitch to the outside. Titusville comes up. Oh, we missed a tackle, but.
Oh, nice hit.
Who was that came up there quick but didn't quite get him? I think that was Miller.
That was Miller, 63.
Miller does a nice job. Miller plays the inside linebacker position for Titusville. You're going to see him shoot up. It's a good read, and he attacks upfield well. This is Lesher, one of their better backs. Miller's just got to make that tackle, but Mung does a nice job of fighting off the block, making a tackle here. Now Corey's going to come 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 1 man in the backfield. Carry calling signals for the quarterback. And Titusville, I think, jumped again.
I don't know, center might have moved.
And it's going to be offside on Titusville. That's going to bring it down to maybe a first down. Take the ball inside the 30 to the 28, first down. That's 2 now that Titusville has helped them out. You got to watch the ball, kids. Corry now, 1st and 10, ball at Titusville's 28. We have 7:30 left to go in the first quarter.
Bill, it looks like the Titusville fans traveled well tonight.
Yeah, pretty good crowd.
Comes a man in motion on the near side. It's handed off to him, a jet sweep coming to this side. Miller trying to get there, can't quite get there, but Titusville does a nice job of stringing that out. We'll see where they mark the ball. It might be no gain on it as he takes him to the 28. So Titusville doing a nice job of stringing that out. Miller's doing a nice job attacking up the field from the linebacker position. No gain on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Corry has the ball, Titusville's 28. Corry will send 3 guys to the right side of the formation. They have 1 man to the left. 1 man, Lesher. Carey drops back, he's looking to his left, he's going deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice defensive play there, and that is Johnson, I believe, does a nice job. He's right with the receiver. He doesn't bite on it. The quarterback here, you're going to see he's going to look to his right to the 3, comes right back to the left. Throws the ball downfield, but we're in good position there. That ball's going to go incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down now and 10 for Corry. Big defensive play here for Titusville. Got to try to stop this drive so we can get the ball back. Again, the formation is the same as the last play. They're going to send 3 to the right, 1 man to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Carry calling signals, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle, but we're going to get somebody right there. Looks like Titusville's Mason Titus does a nice job of coming up, stopping that play for maybe a yard gain. So it's going to be 4th down now and 9 for the Corry Beavers. Probably too close for a punt, but if Titusville can get a stop here, at least you're not giving up any points, and you'll still have decent field position. So here's 4th and 9 for Corry at the 27. 2 men to the right, 2 to the near side on the left, 1 man in the backfield with the quarterback. There's a snap. He's looking to his right, crossing pattern. He's got his man open, and he's going to make it into the, no, he's going to be brought down at about the 1, but he's going to come across Comes across to Ashton Burley, lets him on the inside. Quarterback delivers a nice pass here. You're going to see 11, the slot receiver, does a double move and comes across, and he's open. Quarterback hits him between the ones. Nice throw by the quarterback. Burley finally bringing him down inside the one, but it's a 1st and goal for the Corry Beavers. Corry with 2 men to the right, 1 to the left, 2 men in the backfield. Casey hands off to the second back, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. I don't see a signal yet, and there it is. Coming in from the near side, the official gives him the touchdown. Corry will take a 6-0 lead. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. Corry draws first blood.
Good plays by Corry on that drive.
Yeah, they completed some nice, on that 4th and 9 was a killer, but Titusville's got to stop helping them with the offsides. And this is Carey now. They're going to go for the extra point here. Snap is good, ball's down, kick is up, and it looks good. So with 5:52 to go in the first quarter, Corry draws first blood. It's 7-0. One of the things you see down there, Bill, is a little bit of anxiousness by the Titusville, particularly their up front guys. We helped them twice on that drive.
Yeah, they're getting a little antsy here.
Well, yeah, they just got to kind of settle a little bit.
I think there was a double audible on that call too.
Yeah,
a couple of them
could have made a difference. Titusville just has to just kind of settle down here a little bit.
Wireless Mike tonight brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Ed Burns Tire Sales and Service. I want to thank all our Wireless Mike sponsors like Titusville Dairy Products, who've been with us all season for the Wireless Mike. Also want to thank tonight Ed Burns and all previous Wireless Mike sponsors this season.
So Corry takes their opening drive, and they take it down the field, about 70 yards on Titusville. It was a nice drive by Corry. Again, Titusville helped them a little bit there, but Titusville had a shot at a 4th and 9 there, just couldn't quite close the door. So Corry has a 7-0 lead. Here comes, this is Carey now, quarterback and the kicker. He has the ball teed up at the 40. Jackson Koval and Johnson back to receive the kick. And it's another short kick, another fair catch. Done well by Titusville. I can't see the number of who caught it, but again, the only thing that it tells me is that Corry doesn't have a whole lot of faith in the kickoff coverage team. There are things that ball kicked up high, so it's not like they're trying to sneak a dead spot in Titusville's kick return team. They're just kicking it high, and Titusville's taking a fair catch. Titusville will have the ball now at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Titusville now in a power eye to the right. And we're whistled for play. Here comes McDonald. Here's the snap. Power eye to the right, run play to the right, but they get in there. They're going to get Jackson for no gain. Corry's front 5 doing a good job of getting off blocks or beating blockers. That looked like Cale Albers. He's the nose guard, defensive tackle, doing a nice job up front. So Titusville has run both a widespread offense and a power eye offense. Not having a whole lot of luck here, so we're at 2nd and 10. Titusville now 2 men to the right, 1 in the wing, 1 in the slot to the left, 1 man in the backfield. And a handoff to Jackson Koval to the right side, and penetration is just killing us. We're going to lose 5 there. Corry front 5 right now just firing off the ball.
I'm going to say they watched a lot of tape.
Yeah, they do, and we've talked about this before. If there's been one problem for Titusville this year, it's playing football on the wrong side of the line of scrimmage. You want to play on your opponent's side. Right now, Titusville is trying to play football on their side, and that's not going to work well. Titusville now with 2 to the right. McDonald takes the snap. He's going to have to get rid of it. He gets it over the head. He had Jackson Koval, who could have run possibly for a first down, but he had to get rid of it a little quicker than he wanted to. The rush from Corry putting a little bit of pressure on McDonald. He's got him open here. Just has to throw that thing a little bit high, a little sooner than he wanted to. And so Titusville now 4th and 14. will have to punt the ball away. Mung into punt. Snap's good. The kick is away. It's a line drive kick. It's going to hit the ground and roll. Titusville hopes to get a good roll on this. And it's going to go down to about the 25 of Corry. So two drives for Titusville and not real successful so far. The Rockets having trouble stopping the front five of Corry.
Saw a little bit of that last week, even and in previous games where the Rockets just needed a few series before they were able to kind of get that spark going.
Well, one of the things that Titusville has almost seems to have is they have to have that spark play, something go right for them, and before they can catch fire and get things going. We'll see what happens here. Titusville ideally would like to get a turnover here. Corry comes right to the line of scrimmage, two to the right, one man to the left, a wing and a back. Man comes in motion, hands it. Oh, it's a fumble, and it bounces right back up to him. And Titusville's going to be, they got a hit and wrap, fellas. They're going to pick up, out of all of that confusion, they're going to pick up about 4 yards to about the 29 of Titusville. You're going to see the man comes in motion. The quarterback does a little high, bounces right back up to him. That's a home field bounce there. Miller coming in, but not quite fast enough. That's a block in the back there by Lesher. I thought kind of late on the back. So Corry now 2nd and 5. They put it at the 30. 3 men to the right. Quick pass to the right. Caught. And he's going to get a first down and almost gets away from Jackson Coble. He manages to get a hand on the ankle, trip him up, but it'll be a first down at the 40-yard line for the Corry Beavers. I think one of the things you're seeing that Corry's trying to do a little bit with these short passes is try to draw the defenders up at Titusville a little bit tighter to try to shut that down and then see if they can go deep.
I want to say hi to Nick Wig watching tonight. Thanks for the nice comments, Nick. Nick was part of our crew years ago.
So Corry now with a first down, 2 men to the right, 2 to the left. One of them is in the slot position, 1 man in the backfield with Carey. And here's the jet sweep again. It gets handed off, and Miller's going to get there but can't bring him down. It's a tackle we have to have, and he's going to turn the corner. He's going to get 8 or 9 yards when it should have been a 2 to 3 yard loss. That's this jet sweep. They run this pretty well, but we've got people there. Miller does a nice job of coming up. There's nobody to block him. Got to make that tackle. That's a 3 yard loss. That's a big play if we can make it. Corry now 2nd down. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Carey making a quick pass again to the outside, caught at the 50, and he's going to get to about the 45 for a first down, brought down by, I believe, Jackson Koval outside. So there's that quick pass play again that they like to do. The ball's not being thrown much, 3-5 yards downfield, but it's very effective. It'll be interesting to see if they do draw Titusville up to play a little bit closer coverage. 1st and 10, Corry Beavers. They lead 7-0. Ball at Titusville's 45. They have 2 to the left, wing to the left, 1 split to the right. Here's the handoff off the middle, and he's going to get through for about 7 before.
78 got him.
78 got him. I'm just trying to find my roster. Cameron Kerr is what I have for Titusville, but they're picking up 7-8 yards, and this is one of the things we saw last week with Oil City. The problem in the ground game, picking up 5, 6, 7 yards a pop. 1:49 to go, first quarter. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. 1 in the wing position for Corry. And it's again right up the middle again. He's going to break through the right side, breaks a tackle, gets down to around the 10, and he's going to be brought down at about the 6. Nice job by their running back. He's had a couple of runs, and it was just a matter of time before they end up getting free. That's David Perry. You're going to see this as that run right up the middle, and they're doing a nice job up front as they push people out of the way. He skirts through there, and he gets down to about the 8-yard line before Jackson Koval's able to bring him down. First down and goal to go at the 8-yard line. Clock is running at about 1:20. Corry will send 1 man to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like 2 in the back. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 1 in the right wing position, and it's coming straight at him again, and this is Lesher, straight up the middle, and I don't know if he got in or not.
About a yard short.
About a yard short, gain of 7 yards, second down and goal for Corry. Titusville just not able to stop that straight-ahead ground game right now of Corry's.
Or you don't have the linebacker play we had last week, guys.
Well, we've seen Miller do a decent job on the sweep plays. He just maybe be a step behind, but when they're coming straight at us, they're opening up some big holes. Corry now will again send 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Wing position on the left. 1 man in the backfield, that's Lesher. Carey calling signals. Man goes in motion to the right side wing, and it's a handoff straight up the middle, untouched. Corry touchdown. So far, Corry's had the ball twice. They have 2 touchdowns and really haven't had a problem. We had 1 4th down on the last drive, a 4th and 9 that they ended up completing 25 yards for a first down. There you see the man coming in motion. He's just going to take it right up, and they're just pulling guards and cleaning house right now up front. Corry now lined up for the extra point. Carey, the quarterback, is also the kicker for the Beavers. There's the snap, ball's down, kick is away, and no, he's going to pull that one, I think, to the left. So the extra point is no good. 13-0, Corry Beavers in the first quarter. 28 seconds to go. Titusville's digging themselves a hole. This is exactly the opposite of what we were hoping to see.
Well, they were down 14-0 last week.
14-0 before they got a touchdown here. But right now, so far, Titusville's offense has not looked good. A little bit out of sync. Ian McDonald's thrown a couple passes, and they've both been high of the receiver. Both of those plays probably could have gone to first down and continued to drive for Titusville. Just a little bit out of sync right now.
Steve, you played that position. What did you have to do just to kind of reset yourself?
Each quarterback, and this is going to sound like I'm protecting quarterbacks, I'm not. Each quarterback's different. For me, I needed to get belted. I needed somebody to come in and almost ring my bell good before I got into it. Other quarterbacks can't be touched. They just need to get one of these short passes completed and get their rhythm that way. I think McDonald just needs to settle a little bit, get a couple of short passes, something he's comfortable with throwing, and get him set into a rhythm.
Bill, I was a little nervous up here. Steve actually took his belt off. I thought he was going to whack me just to kind of provide an example.
I would, but the pants only got a little bit big, and I'm afraid what would happen if I took my belt off.
I was going to say something about that, but that's okay.
All right, here comes Carey. Kickoff with 28 seconds to go. The ball's high again. Titusville with a fair catch, and they'll catch the ball at about the 28.
Run that thing.
So Titusville here will have an opportunity to try to get their offense moving a little bit. Again, Corry's kicks are, just real short. They haven't gotten one yet, I don't think, past the 30, and that's by design. These kicks are way up in the air, and Titusville has fair caught all 3 of them. Titusville here is going to have to get something going. We got to get the running game going a little bit. We got to get Ian McDonald to settle down a little bit, bring the ball down. A couple of completions here and there, and Titusville can continue drives. Titusville will come up with 2 to the right, fairly tight. Looks like a slot guy to the left. Jackson Koval, here comes the jet sweep, and it's handed off to the right. Look at how deep they are in there. They're just waiting for Titusville. That's Ethan Allen, and he's going to lose about 4 or 5.
And that's what they've been doing all night.
That's the way it's been played all night. They've been playing on our side of the line of scrimmage, and Titusville just can't keep doing this. You can't keep drives going if you're going to face 2nd and 15. This time they lost 8 yards on the play. The first quarter will come to an end. Score is 13-0. Corry Beavers. Titusville having a lot of trouble on offense. We'll be right back.
Signature here. Oh, and one last thing.
What's with the chainsaw?
Oh, well, service may be slowed due to network interference.
Network interference?
Yeah, well, maybe if you cut down some of these trees, you can finally get a decent cell signal, which is how you get internet now. Good luck.
Read the fine print. Only Armstrong delivers fast and reliable internet right into your home on a network built specifically for the internet. Zoom from Armstrong.
Well, end of the first quarter, and the Rockets trail the Beavers 13-0. Steve?
Well, we're going to flip the field here a little bit. Titusville now will be going from our right to left. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a directional thing up here. Maybe our offense will get going now that we're going the way Corry was. 2nd and 18 here at the start of the second. Titusville will send 2 men to the right. Jackson Koval slides to the right in the backfield, 1 man in the left wing. The snap to McDonald. He drops back. He's looking deep. He's got a man, and it's, a nice play. Almost broken up. Will Allen does a nice job and almost picks him off. It wasn't a bad throw. That one looked like it was on the money. Just would like to see Brock Koval fight a little bit harder for that ball. This is where we talk about, and we talked about it with Coach McDonald in our meeting with him. Looking for people to step up and make plays, and that's a play that you want somebody to step up and make. 3rd down now and 18 for the Rockets. 2 men now coming to the left. That's Johnson and I think Koval, 1 man in the right wing. Jackson Koval in the backfield with McDonald. McDonald looking to the sidelines. And it's a handoff to Koval to the right side. He's got some space, but unfortunately Beavers close quickly on it. He'll get out to about maybe the 31, and it's going to bring up 4th down and long for Titusville, so the punt team's going to be coming back out again. Just a nice run to the right. If we would quit losing yardage on 1st and 2nd down, that's a good play there. You can pick up a 1st down on that if you're just not losing 8-10 yards on the first 2 plays of the drive. Mung back to kick. Snap is good. The kick is away. It's a good high kick. Fair caught. And he lets it bounce and get on it. Get on it. You can't be watching like that. You've got to get on it.
Hit him in the helmet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It may have hit a rock at first, but you've got to pay attention down there. You can't just, you got to.
I thought it hit a Corry guy in the helmet.
Well, it did, but I'm thinking it hit Titusville's first. We've got, I think this is Shoemaker Carpin down there. Now, he's expecting him to catch it. Allen just lets it bounce. And I think coming right there, it hits the Titusville helmet first. But you don't know if the official sees it or not. So when it hits a Corry player, you got to be on the ball. You never know what you might be able to buy here. So a little touchy change of possession there, but Corry will take over. 1st down, 10 on their own 31. They'll go right to the line of scrimmage. 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right, 1 man in the backfield, and a position in the left wing. Carey now brings a man in motion. Handoff is going to go up the middle, and he's going to get through to the second Corry before Brock Koval comes up and makes the stop. Lesher's going to pick up about 7. And it's going to be 2nd down, about 3, maybe 4 yards. Koval coming up from the safety position to make the stop. Corry right now in control of the line of scrimmage. They're going to send 2 men to the right, 2 men to the left. Going to spread Titusville's defense out a little bit. And it's a quick pass to the outside, and it's over the head. The intended receiver was Waylon Jackson. Carey throws it over his head, brings up a 3rd down and 4 for Corry. Here's an opportunity now for Titusville if they can get a stop. Have an opportunity here to force a punt. If we can get that, if we can get this stop, Corry now sends 2 to the left, 1 man in the left wing position, 1 man wide to the right. And he tried to draw Titusville offsides, almost got him. We'll see how Titusville's defense plays this. And it's the snap, quick throw to the left, and it's tipped. And Drew Wheeling does a nice job of getting a hand up there. Otherwise, it would have been completed for a 1st down, so it looks like Corry now 4th down and 4. We'll see whether or not they're going to punt the ball. My guess is their quarterback, and that's something Titusville's going to have to watch. It is Carey, their quarterback, is also the punter. Shoemaker Carpin and Brock Koval are back deep to receive the punt. Man comes in motion. There's the snap, a little bit high. Punt is away. And it's going to be hit at about the 31, and we're going to let it roll all the way down to the 9, maybe the 8-yard line of Titusville. And if I'm a head coach, my size 12 is going to get thrown at somebody.
Catch that ball.
I'm just not going to be happy there. Titusville with a chance to catch the ball at about, the 25 or 30? And just lets the ball go. And that's what happens. We talked about this before. This ball will bounce funny. Sometimes it'll bounce for you, sometimes against you. The punt's not really all that low. And it's going to land, it lands between the 25 and the 30, rolls all the way back to the 8.
That should have been caught.
Yeah,
guys.
I think it should have too, Bill. Titusville now from deep in their own territory. 2 men to the left, 1 in the right wing, 1 back with McDonald. Does the snap, handoff to Jackson. He's going to turn it to the right side. Pick up about 3 on the play. Not a bad run play.
Steve, I don't know why you waited till week 10 to voice your concerns here.
Some things like that just don't come to me till the end of it. That's why I do my best work at the end of the year. 2nd down and 6 for Titusville. That's why you keep inviting me back, because you only remember that last game. Yeah.
Can I tell you? We're into the second quarter. I haven't heard from your dad once.
There's Titusville, a snap. Again, the running play to Jackson Koval. He tries to get to the outside. He's only going to pick up maybe 1. He's going to pick up 1 yard. So it's 3rd down and 5. For Titusville, if they execute their offense, if they run one of their quick pass plays, even into the flats, this is a capable down and distance for Titusville. We'll see how they handle this. Again, Titusville's first 2 draws, basically 3 and outs.
We look for Mung.
Well, I've been wondering about trying to get him back into the passing game. We'll see where Mung lines up. He'll be in the right wing position, I think.
What was it last week? 4th down and what? Where Mung threw?
Yeah, that was on a fake punt. And it's McDonald who's going to keep it to the left side as he tries to get to the outside, and it's going to be
the flag.
It's going to be brought down about the 14. And we've got a flag in the backfield. I think they caught us for a hold. Yeah, they did. Holding on Titusville. It'll be turned down, and it'll be 4th down now, and still 5 as we didn't get anything there. So 4th and 5 for Titusville at their own 13. Mung will be dropping back again to punt the ball. And if the Corry punt returner has learned anything from the last punt, don't let the ball hit the ground. We'll see how this goes. Titusville lining up the punt. Mung, the punter. Snap is good. Kicks away. It's a line drive kick. And he did catch it. And he's going to be brought down in.
Maybe.
The scrum's going
to. And they're going to get to. The scrum will take him to about the 41 of Titusville. Not one of the better kicks we've seen out of Mung. It was just a line drive kick. Actually, Will Allen does a nice job of running up there and catching that. I thought he'd almost, and that's one of the things on punt coverage there. We had a couple of kids right there where he caught it, because you could see him kind of stop, expecting to get hit. Our kids stopped too. Run through him. He just catches that ball, and you hit him, you might cause a fumble. Corry now comes to the line of scrimmage. 2 men to the right, 2 men to the left, 1 in the slot left, man in the backfield. And there's a whistle. And Titusville's going to take a timeout here. With 8:20 to go, second quarter, 13-0 Corry. 1st and 10 at the Titusville 41-yard line.
So, Steve, all season we've been looking at this Week 10 game. It's on the schedule, trying to figure out Corry week by week. What are you seeing tonight?
What I'm seeing tonight is a team that has played, I think, to their potential for the most part. We've helped them out a little bit. To be honest with you, we are not playing real well, in my opinion. We're a little sluggish. We're not getting anything up front. We're not getting any push offensively out of the offensive line. And they've got control of the line of scrimmage, so you're going to make people look good if you let them control the line of scrimmage. So both teams coming back to the field after the timeout by Titusville. Corry again, 2 men to the right, 2 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Corry brings a man in motion. It's a Jets. No, Corry keeps it up the middle. Nice plays. He pulled it. He'll be brought down. Koval brings him down, but after about a 6-yard, 7-yard game, as he gets to the 34 of Titusville. And here they're expecting the jet sweep. I did too, but the quarterback pulls it. You can see we've got guys following that jet sweep. That's one of the things that kind of helps that fake on that jet sweep, get you a lot more yardage up the middle. Corry again, standard split doubles both sides. Let somebody move quick. Quick pass to the outside. He's going to break one. Jackson Cole's going to come up and bring him down at the 28 of Titusville, but that's enough for a first down. One of the things I've noticed with Corry so far tonight is they've got a nice mix of run and pass. They've got Titusville's defense on their heels, kind of guessing a little bit.
Thank Oil Creek Plastics for the replays once again this season.
So Corry will come to the line in scrimmage with a new set of downs, up 13-0. And they're going again, the doubles to the left, doubles to the right. And the quarterback drops back. He's going to try to go deep. We're in position, and it should be, and it's not. Intercepted. We were there all the way. I believe that Shoemaker Carpin on defense in great position, but you got to catch the ball. We've seen Corry do that a couple times. We talked about that earlier with that short passing game of Corry's trying to bring the defense up to get behind him. Not able to do it on that time, at that particular instance. In good position, but we really needed that turnover. Second down now and 10. Corry will send man wide to the right into the slot. You got a wing on the right side, one man to the left. There's the handoff up the middle, and he's to the second tier, third level before anybody gets a tackle, gets a hand on him. That's Brock Koval again coming up, and he's going to pick up about 6 on this. And they're just pulling the guard out, and he's just taking the linebacker out of the way. They pull their left guard when they run this to the right. Kick the linebackers out, and they're getting good ground. If I'm Corry, I'm running that play for a while now. Corry now lined up. See how they go here. And again, it's to the left this time, and Lesher's going to try to break it outside. He's going to gain some yards, but maybe just a yard short. Might pick up 3. And Koval again up, making a stop. And he'll pick up, but it'll be 4th down, 1 yard to go. Corry will go for it. Jackson brings the play into the Corry huddle. Titusville, if you're ever going to make a stop, this is the one you got to make right here. Corry comes wide right, slot right, wide to the left, wing to the right. And it's going to be the quarterback draw straight up ahead. Took him a little bit to decide which way he wanted to go, but he'll pick up 3, maybe 4 yards, enough for the first down, and the drive will continue. Again, Titusville just not being able to stuff that run play at all. And Corry with the first down now at the Rocket 16.
And just chewing through the clock.
Right? We're down to 5.5 here in the second quarter. Corry up 13-0. Titusville's going to need to make a stop here. Corry now with 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Corry makes the call. It's a handoff to the inside, and he's again, they're just getting 5-6 yards every single time they carry the ball. I think that was Greer this time for Corry. You can just see, look at them up front. They bring the wing guy in and trap with him as well, and he's getting 5-6 yards before we even get a hand on him. Titusville having all sorts of trouble trying to stop the ground game for Corry tonight. Second down and 3 at the Titusville 9-yard line. Again, same formation, wing to the right. Snap, and here it comes again, straight up the field, and this time Titusville's going to get somebody free. And they're going to make a good stop on this. It might give them a yard. And it's Latta with the tackle. He does a nice job of getting loose off his block. That's the kind of play you got to have out of your front 3 on this 3-4 defense. Ideally, I'd like to see our linebackers just a little bit more active in this defense, but so far not been able to do anything, particularly when Corry runs straight ahead. 3rd down and 3. Now 2 to the right and 2 to the left. 1 running back. And now they're going to take a look back, and we've got a flag, false start. Somebody moved. So there's the false start. That's going to cost Corry 5 yards. And a 3rd and 3 will now go to a 3rd and 8. And the ball will be placed down at about the 14-yard line. And the referee will wind the clock again. So now 3rd down and 8. This will change your play call, possibly, for Corry. Corry now will break their huddle. They're going to send 2 men to the right, 3 men to the right, 1 man to the left. They keep 1 in the backfield. I think that's Lesher along with Carey, the quarterback. We'll look right down the line of scrimmage here. Corey's going to try to run that same play, and there we shoot the gap again. That is, Brock Koval comes up and shoots the gap. Corey's going to lose 2 yards, so it'll be 4th down and 10. Ball now will be at the 16-yard line. Clock is winding at 3:15. Titusville there, and we've talked about this. They've had pretty good success defensively. We've had people in the right area on those sweep plays, things that are trying to go wide. Titusville now will have to make this stop here if they want to keep themselves in this ball game. Carey drops back the pass. He's looking to his right. It's a crossing pattern that's open again. You can't let him come across your face. Throw to Will Allen is completed and enough for 1st down and goal. You're going to see here, he's just going to come from the outside, no pressure on the quarterback, and he's coming right across the corner's face. You can't let him come across your face that way. Titusville with an opportunity to stop him for the 2nd time on a drive, not able to do it, so it'll be 1st down and goal to go at the 3-yard line for the Corry Beavers. They're going to send 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right, 2 men in the backfield this time. My guess is this is coming between the tackles. Carey hands off, and it is right through the middle, and he's going to get in there for the touchdown. And again, Corry just does a nice job in between the tackles of just opening up holes. Titus was not able to react or do anything. And this is going to be Ethan Allen, and you can just see he's right through there. You've got body on hats, and we're just not able to stop anything. They're opening holes easily right now. Again, surprisingly, I thought they'd go for 2 here, but Corry's lining up to kick the extra point. It is 19-0 Corry. Here's the snap, good snap, ball's down, that's it's a nice kick. And it's good. So the score now 20-0 with 2:17 to go. Corry just in complete control of this football game right now. Bill, we really need some help down there.
I don't know what to tell you. But no, we're just lackluster. I mean, I'm telling you, we're being pushed around when the truth be known.
Well, it's not like, on this drive here, they had a 4th and 10, 4th and 11, an ample opportunity to stop them on 4th down and stop them from scoring. You had that on the first drive as well with a 4th and long, and they've just been able to complete passes for the 1st down and get into the end zone. But Titusville, right now, you hate to say it, but with 2:17 to go in the first half, you may not get points out of this, but you better hold the ball for the last 2:17.
Wireless Mike tonight brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Ed Burns Tire Sales and Service.
Have we had a 1st down at all?
We had one in the first drive. We got a 1st down, and then we went 3 and out. And then the second one, no. I think the scary part is we don't have anybody keeping stats for us here, but I'll bet you our yardage is negative so far. So Carey now, the kicker for Corry. His leg's going to get sore here if this continues this way. Lining up to kick the ball off. It looks like Koval and Shoemaker Carpin back to kick it, but I don't think he's going to put it that far. And it's high in the air. We're actually going to try to get a return out of this. Ball's caught at the 28 by Shoemaker Carpin. He's going to get to the outside a little bit up to the 40-yard line. So Titusville has been sneaking their return people up a little bit so that we can try to get a return. We're going to pick up about 8 to 10 yards on that return. 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. It is 20-0 Corry. Titusville now has 2 timeouts. 2:10 to go. Who knows? Maybe the fact that we got to throw the ball here, maybe that'll get something going, show a little bit of life for the Titusville offense. So we're going to have Mung in the left wing. Koval's going to line up in, now he's going to go to the right wing. 1 man wide to the right. Here comes Koval in motion. We're going to throw it back to Koval on a toss, sweep, trying to get outside. Now he's going to reverse field, and that's set up well. He's got an opening across the 50. If we can get a block downfield, we're at the 35. We're going to get the ball down to the Corry 33 and maybe 32-yard line. That play is not designed to go that way, but we're going to get a sweep toss here with 2 lead blockers is what we're trying to do. But that Corry does a nice job of forcing it back around.
I'm going to put something on you there, Steve. That's what the second or third play I've seen Brock Koval in on offense tonight.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in there.
Well, we haven't been able to get the ball to him, that's for sure. What do they mark the ball? Ball's at the Corry 34 now. 1:57 to go. Titusville with a 1st and 10. We have 3 guys on the left side, 1 guy in the backfield. McDonald goes under center now. And now we switch. And now we're going to bring Koval in motion again. It looks like an option play. It is pitched to Koval to the outside. He's going to get down to the 30, maybe just inside the 30 to the 29 for a decent gain. Well-run option play. We haven't seen that out of Titusville's option before. And as a quarterback, I love to see this kind of football. You're going to see Brock Koval come in motion. Ian McDonald's coming down, makes the pitch. You're going to take the shot. Yes, as a quarterback, you just take that. Decent blocking downfield.
Good finish.
Good game. 2nd down and 5 now for the Rockets. Tackled out of bounds. The clock has stopped at 1:49. Titusville huddle now breaking. We're going to send 2 men to the right. McDonald's going to swing the ball out. It's set up. Don't stop there. Just keep running. And Titusville's going to get the ball down to about the 20-yard line. Trying to see who that was that caught the ball. I think it was that Mung?
No, that was Jackson.
That was Jackson? Okay, so they moved Jackson out. Catches the ball for a 1st down for Titusville. Now inside the 20, 1:35. The clock is running. Titusville still has 2 timeouts. Brock Koval wide to the right. Man wide left. Both wings are filled. McDonald looking to throw, steps up, and he's going to have to take off. Oh, he's got a man open, and we drop it.
Jackson.
Oh, we can't do that. We just can't do that. McDonald, he's going to get pressure. He wants to throw quick. It's not there. Comes up, but does a nice job of keeping his eyes open. We've got a touchdown here, but Jackson's got to catch the ball. Again, we've talked about it before, and we've talked about it with Coach Reynolds in our meetings. You just need somebody to step up and make a play. Making that play makes a big difference in this football game. You can't let opportunities pass you by. Ball incomplete. 1:17, second quarter. Corry leading 20-0. McDonald back to pass. He's going to be flushed to his left, and he's going to be thrown, and it's going to be tipped. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Again, no time to try to throw the ball. Corry doing a nice job of getting pressure up front. We'll bring up a 3rd down now and 10 for the Rockets. 1:12 to go.
McDonald was taking some hard hits back here.
Well, we're not. I mean, to be honest with you, Bill, there's not much blocking up front going on right now for Titusville. He does not have much time to make a decision.
I want to say hi to Bill Brown, who's watching from Arizona.
Oh.
I bet you we're warmer here than...
Oh, I'm sure we're warmer than Arizona. Only if he's in the upper part of Flagstaff. Titusville with 2 to the right, 1 in the wing. McDonald with the snap, rolls to his right. He's looking deep. He's firing. He's got a back shoulder throw to Koval, and I think he caught it.
He's got it.
And it is a touchdown. So Titusville is going to score with 1:04 to go in the second quarter. 20 now, 20-6. Corry with the lead.
Here it is again, Steve.
You're going to see, and we're going to roll him to the right. Now we got better protection. You see how, roll that back a little bit there. I want you to notice Ian McDonald's footwork. Right there, it's good. Right here, watch how he plants that back foot and steps into the ball. When you give your quarterback time, you can make that throw. It's a good throw, good catch for Titusville. Ribb now with a kick of the extra point, and I think it's good. It is good. Titusville now gets on the board, 20-7. Bill, that's got to change the feeling down there in the sideline.
Well, I think it already has. I think just when Como makes that catch, that changes the whole thing down here.
Well, you get points on the board, you're going to get a chance. We're going to look at it one more time. This is what I'm talking about. He steps in, he gets a good throw on it. It's a good area to throw the ball.
Beautiful catch, though.
Yeah,
the placements.
Well, the placement was really good, and he didn't worry about the defender. The defender's not in bad position, but his head's turned. And in high school, you can play that way, that's fine, but you can't see the ball coming when it comes. If he'd have turned his head, he might have been able to put his hand up in there, but regardless, it's a good play, good throw, good catch for Titusville. Gets the touchdown here with 1:04 to go in the first half. Corry 20, Titusville 7.
You can almost see a little turnaround with the guys down here when they brought Brock back on the field.
Brock can be a big part of the offense.
Also a senior, team leader.
Senior. Yeah, you expect him to step up. So Ribb now for Titusville is going to kick the ball off, and he's got a pretty decent leg. And that's a nice kick down to about the 8. Down to the 15, to the 20, up the middle to the 25. He's going to get outside. Hold on to him. Just bring him down to the 32. Corry does not. Give Corry this. That's going to bring a flag, and I don't know who that's going to be against. But we're going to see here. I'm not too sure who they caught. A little bit of pushing and shoving by both sides. And it's a dead ball. They're going to catch Corry. They caught the first guy. So Corry with a return out to about the 32, which was not a bad return. Titusville had trouble bringing them down, but they did a nice job of grabbing and holding on. So now they will mark off the penalty. See where they start to mark the penalty off from. Should be at around the 32, about where he was tackled is where it started, and that's where they are. They're going to mark it off in the 32. It's going to take it back inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line, and this will change your philosophy now if you're Corry. It's different having the ball inside the 20 as opposed to out to the 32. 55 seconds to go. We'll see how Corry wants to attack this. They got one man to the left, slot left, one man to the right, one in the backfield with Carey, the quarterback. Bring a man in motion. There's a snap, and he left early. The tailback left early. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. He's going to get about to the 20, to the 25, so he's going to pick up about 8. Clock will continue to run now. We're at about 40 seconds. Corry's going to run, try to go hurry up. Titusville's defense, just don't let them behind. There's the snap. He's looking to his right, and he's got a man open. He's going to bring it to the inside as he gets to the 35, to the 40. Look out, 40, 50. And he fumbled? No, he tried to strip it, but he gets it into Titusville territory. Terrible tackling by Titusville. They're going to get the ball to the Titusville 42. 22 seconds to go, and
I think
Corry calls a timeout.
Yeah, I think they're going to use that 22 seconds, Steve.
I think they are too. Again, Corry's got now 2 timeouts left to go. And Titusville's just not doing a good job of tackling. Their receivers are open. I'm not too sure whether we're trying to play man or whether we're going zone, but they're finding all kinds of openings right now in Titusville's secondary. And then we're not coming up and making tackles like we did with Oil City. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. Titusville did a decent job of gang tackle. Of course, you have to. Oil City has the running back Ethan Knox, who's the leading the nation in yardage right now.
And by the way, good job by Titusville keeping them under 400.
I know, and that's something to say, isn't it? 396, but it's still not 400.
And we're happy for that young man and wish him
He's
all
doing
the best.
well. Corry now 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Sneaks the guy out into the flats. He's going to get over to the 40, but he's not going to get out of bounds. And he's brought down at about, Corey's going to take a timeout. He'll be brought down at about the 36. Yeah, about 36. Mung on the stop for Titusville. Down to 14 seconds now. Corry with 1 timeout remaining. I'm not too sure that I like that play call for Corry. You have 22 seconds. You got to go 42 yards. You know, I realize Titusville's having a little bit of issue tackling, but you know, you've had good luck, particularly running receivers across the middle on Titusville, 20 yards downfield. I might have been tempted to try that with the timeouts. Now you've only got, well, they got 2 timeouts, it says on the scoreboard, but I think they've only got 1.
Let's say hi to Stephen Hampton, watching from State College. He watches every week. Says, good job, guys. Thanks for joining us each week, Stephen. And Bill Brown watching from Phoenix area.
2nd and 4, back to pass, and he's going to try to go deep. Turn your head. And I don't know if he's got it or not. He does.
Wow.
Inbounds. And Corry will score with 7 seconds to go. So just like that, momentum that might have been coming to Titusville turns the other way. Johnson, I think he's in position, but he just didn't get a chance to get his head around it. Same thing as our touchdown against Corry. Didn't see the ball coming in. So Corry will score with 7 seconds to go and take the score to 26-7. I can see the official talking to Coach Reynolds on the far sideline. I don't think he liked the call.
I don't think I care for the call either.
And I heard the announcer say something about a flag, but I don't.
Well, the fans are wanting him to go for 2.
And it's something unsportsmanlike on Titusville. I don't know who it is, but
it looks like an unsportsmanlike call against the Rockets.
That's one of the things that I know Coach Reynolds and his staff is trying to work on. You can't be making those you can't be doing that kind of stuff. Whatever he did,
well,
you can't be doing it.
That was another aspect to last week that was so great. Like, they kept composure the whole game.
Yeah. So Corry now still going to kick the ball, 26-7. Snap, hold, and the kick is away, and it's good. 27-7 for Titusville, or for Corry, excuse me. Titusville has a lot of work to do here coming up in this second half. It's going to have to be a complete about-face the way this game is going. Titusville just not playing to their potential at all.
Well, we mentioned Titusville's ability to come back this year. Corry did an exceptional job working with 22 seconds.
Right, and they did that well. Titusville, and again, Titusville's in position on the pass, on the touchdown pass. We're there. Just didn't see the ball come in. And Corry, both receivers, Brock Coble for Titusville and that young man for Corry, just caught that touchdown pass and didn't catch his number. Did a nice job of concentrating on the ball and making the catch. So right now, Corry in control of the ball game, 27-7, 7 seconds to go. We're in the second quarter. Carry will be teeing it up for Corry.
What'd you see on that catch, guys, on the replay?
It looked, to be honest with you, if he dropped it, if I'm the official down there, I'm probably throwing a flag, because up here I thought he had interference.
Here's the long version of the replay.
Well, we're going to take a look at the replay. Corey's just going to kick it. We're going to fair catch it. He's got time. We don't get any pressure on him. The ball's hanging in the air forever. Turn around. Boy, you know what, Bill? I'm not 100% sure he lands in bounds.
That's what I said. I don't think so either.
I'm not too sure about what he did. But to be honest with you, at the same time, I think we got away with one. If they didn't call it, but I think we had. I think we grabbed a hold of him. So Corry, now we forgot they had an unsportsmanlike penalty against Titusville on the extra point that's being enforced now. So Corry will kick off from the Titusville 45.
And Corey's going to get the ball to start the second half.
And Corry gets the ball to start the second half. Yeah, just not the way you want things to go if you're Titusville. This first half in its entirety has not gone well for Titusville. So Carry now will kick off from the Titusville 45 after they mark off the penalty. Again, 7 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And it's away. He's going to try to kick it deep, and they're going to let it go through the end zone. I would too. And it'll be first down and 10 for Titusville at the 20, and I'm sure Titusville's just going to take a knee.
Well, senior night here at Corry High School, and it'll be extended halftime. We'll have 20 minutes to work with.
Maybe we'll try to see if our phones can pick up scores from around District 10, see what's happening around the league. Titusville now, 1st and 10. Ball at their own 20, 7 seconds to go.
Bill, is this what you and Joe go through each week, being outside, these colder temperatures?
Sometimes.
You know, when he decided he'd come up with the idea of a stadium game, Bill, hey, next year we're going to do it in the opening game.
How about an afternoon game?
Well, Bill, I don't think you were with us. The last time we were here at Corry, it was supposed to be homecoming on a Friday night, but we had thunderstorms roll through, so we had to come back Saturday afternoon. And that was where Titusville ended up losing like 14-13 or something like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Titusville was up when they called the game and came back up and managed to lose it. This field here, it snake bites us a little bit. From past performances up here. Okay, after the timeout, both teams now ready to play football. Titusville with 2 to the right, wing to the right, and McDonald drops back. He's going to take a shot deep, and it's going to be picked off. Nope, he dropped it. Dropped it when he hit the ground. Now they rolled the clock to 0, but I'm not too sure if they're going to put any more time on the clock or not. And they're calling for trainers.
I think he had the wind knocked out.
Yeah, I think so too. In position for that, so I'm going to assume that it's halftime. There's no time left on the clock, but I see the officials are talking a little bit, but waiting for an official to tell us that it's halftime. Come on, fellas, we got some bills to pay. And nothing yet. They're still looking at the young man from Corry, who I thought maybe just kind of one of two things. I think he either got the wind knocked out of him or maybe his head bounced off the turf. He did land flat in his back, and that whiplash effect can give you a nasty headache. Still waiting here at Corry. Again, we believe it's the end of the first half, 27-7. Corry over Titusville. And again, everything has gone Corry's way. They've owned the line of scrimmage tonight on Titusville. Titusville not able to get much going at all on offense. So we did end up getting a couple of decent plays and managed to get a touchdown late in the first half, only to turn around and give one up after that one with about 7 seconds to go.
Well, we should have some time here during the half to kind of go over that. And I think Titusville will have a chance, the marching band will have a chance to perform, so we'll bring that to you as well. We have a score from Lakeview. The Sailors leading Franklin 21-0 right now.
Franklin, another program that is, just having some trouble, and that's not uncommon. We've seen a lot of teams struggle with that, and they just have to buckle up and keep working hard. I'm sure in time things will get better for Franklin. Oil City enjoying a good year, again on the legs of Ethan Knox. As we talked about earlier, the young man leads the nation in rushing, ran for 396 against Titusville. And to be honest with you, we were talking about, Adam and I were talking about it, and Dad and I have talked about it. It was a quiet just under 400-yard game for him. You didn't really see it. He had two runs in the second half that he broke on us for about 35, 45 yards, something like that. But other than that, it was just a quiet, a sneaky 6, 7, 8 years. Same thing there. Of course, now granted, the young man does carry the ball, the bulk of the carries for Oil City's offense. But it looks like the young man is up.
That's
good to see.
Yeah, actually. I mean, obviously, that's a scary situation.
Well, when you don't see it and you're not right there, you hate to guess what's happened you just want the kid to get up on his feet.
Yeah.
And see that he's okay. And it is halftime here at Corry High School, final game of the year for the Titusville Rockets. The score, Corry 27, Titusville 7. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Like a good neighbor, your State Farm agent is there. And there. And now, there. Good Neighbor Connect is a secure virtual meeting tool exclusively for State Farm customers. It's simple to use, no signups, downloads, or plugins, and it helps you have the conversations you need with your agent at whatever distance you prefer. Ask your agent about meeting through Good Neighbor Connect today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Inventory is finally starting to roll in here, and we'd like to thank everybody for being patient.
And if you're looking for trucks, we got them, new and used.
So if you're looking for Jeeps, we got them from the Compass all the way up to the Gladiator. Holy crap!
I want that.
Donovan Bauer on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
Let's say I have an internet issue. Do you offer in-home support?
That would be fee.
You did say free, right?
That's a fee.
Free?
Fee.
So do I pay for in-home support or do I not pay for in-home support?
Correct.
Read the fine print. Only Armstrong provides all our customers with free local support and service, in-home, by telephone, or one of our local stores. Zoom from Armstrong.
And welcome back inside the Goodwill Larry's Auto Service halftime show. We've got the Titusville High School Marching Band out on the field, and we'll bring you the sights and sounds of the band here at the half. The Rockets trailing the Beavers 27-7. During halftime here, after we bring you the marching band, we'll also go through and bring you some scores. Thanks, Will, for that Franklin Lakeview update. We'll have some other scores for you here as well. Head down to the field for the Titusville High School Marching Band. That's the Titusville High School Marching Band performing here at halftime. The Goodwill Larry's Auto Service halftime show will continue right after this timeout.
Hi, my name is Dr. Charlie Gates. I'm an orthopedic surgeon with Orthopedic Associates of Meadville, and I spend most of my time here at Titusville Area Hospital. I'm a general orthopedic surgeon. I perform wrist fracture surgery, ankle fracture surgery, and hip fracture surgeries. I do carpal tunnels and trigger fingers, knee arthroscopies, and shoulder arthroscopies. I look forward to serving the patients here in the hospital.
Whoever said, "It's only a dog," never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Fat Chad's Brewing is Titusville's premier dining destination, offering fine dining served with a cold beverage and great conversation. Try our oiled Derrick sirloin or railroad flat iron, or how about the TPD ribeye, Louis Lip strip steak, or Fat Chad's pork steak. Our pasta entries and sandwiches are just as popular. Try the garden pasta or the Asiago chicken, or get the Rocketeer burger or fish sandwich, all served with fresh cut fries. Come in Saturday nights for Wild Game Saturdays. For good food and good times, it's Fat Chad's Brewing in Titusville.
And welcome inside the Goodwill Larry's Auto Service halftime show. Bill McCrillis is down on the field with Kevin Vincent. Bill?
Kevin, great bunch of guys and girls here tonight.
Oh, we've got a fantastic group this year. I've just been thrilled with what these kids have been able to accomplish.
The sound is astonishing, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Everybody contributes, and that's a big part of it, is every single one of them, from the seniors down to our new members. We go down to 8th grade, and every one of them does their part, and that's what matters.
And
hey, Bill, can you ask him when he starts preparing for the fall season?
Okay, I can do that. Everybody wants to know, when do you start preparing for the fall season?
We start in January, getting our student leaders, training them how to do it, and as a staff meeting, coming up with our show. Then we go into recruiting in March and April. We do our sign-ups in April. This year, a lot of our returning members asked if we could do some camps over the summer. So we actually had 2 mini camps over the summer, and then started with our full band camp in August.
Oh, wow. That's you think of the football team practicing. I see you guys out there every day in the summertime.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we put in, I would say, about the same amount of time. Hit the tail end of the season, and I know they're still working for the games, but we're starting to wind down now. But then we go into Memorial Day parades, things like that, some summer parades. You know, it kind of balances out. We put in a little extra time there too. So, yep. Like I said, these guys have worked every time I've asked them to. They show up and they put in the work.
Is there a lot of interest in the younger people, like coming up in say, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade?
We have our biggest 6th grade concert band that I think in my time here, this is my 25th year, 26th year, and this is the biggest 6th grade concert band we've had. I think we have 80 kids right now playing in that, so we're hopeful that we'll see that keep coming up through. Right now, our band is over half of them are new members this year. So we put 40 out on the field, and I think 22 of them, this is their first year out there. So that's a great sign of things to come.
Wow. Hey, Bill, thanks, Kevin, for us. We've really enjoyed it
thanks,
this year.
Kevin. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill. Bill McCrillis down with Kevin Vincent, and what a phenomenal job this season. It's been enjoyable listening to them and following them, and I'm glad we've been able to bring you the sights and sounds of the high school marching band. All right, Steve, we'll try to bring up some scores here while you kind of break down that first half.
Well, the first half, to be honest with you, was all Corry. We had one drive there that we had a couple of big plays and got our own touchdown, but then we gave it right back there with just over a minute to go in that half. And that's the line of scrimmage is just killing Titusville right now. Corry absolutely dominating the line of scrimmage, both on offense and on defense. And the team that can play in the other team's backfield most likely to win. And we just can't seem to get things going. Corry's making tackles 5-6 yards deep in our backfield. We got off to a slow start. It kind of continued. Caught fire there late in the first half, but then snuffed ourselves out by giving up the touchdown. So Titusville has a lot of work to do coming up here in the next two quarters, down 20 points. And really, we've only stopped Corry's offense once. So it's a long road to hoe right now for Titusville.
And just for folks who are watching us, looking up at us and seeing us, we're on to layer 4. So
yes, yeah. My biggest problem is when my feet get cold. Yeah, if my feet start getting cold, then I'm just cold all over, and my feet are starting to get cold.
Steve may check out here during the game, but hey, Bill, we don't want to complain because you and Joe have been out here all season, so good on you guys for doing that. Real quick, we have a score of General McLean over Warren Dragons at the half, 15-0. Let's see, Mercyhurst Prep Lakers lead the Mercer Mustangs at the half, 20-0. Harbor Creek Huskies tied with the Greenville Trojans, 7-7 at the half. But I was just thinking, every time I say Greenville Trojans, man, we talk about all these rivalries. There are so many terrific games with Greenville.
Oh, we had a lot of good games with Greenville. Unfortunately, I think we came up on the short end of the stick in a lot of them. But I can remember when my youngest boy played, and Greenville was coming in here just in tops of their league or near the top of their league. We played them tough, just never could seem to get that score in our favor.
Let's see. We've got Eisenhower tied with Girard at the half, 7-7.
That's a big surprise because Eisenhower is one of the top seeds in their league. So see how that one plays out.
One of those teams to watch from the Harrisburg Press.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know that there's a whole
I'm not too
Western
sure.
But anyhow, you have Northwestern Wildcats trailing the Fairview Tigers 20-14. Remember, it was Northwestern that gave Oil City their first loss this year.
Yeah, Northwestern beat Oil City. Fairview got upset by Corry. I think that was one of Corry's upset wins. So Fairview, it's tough when you see these type of things. Tough to get a beat on what you're actually looking at.
Now, keep in mind some of these scores may be off, but these are just what we're pulling right now.
Phone.
Yeah, Sharpsville and Fort LaBeouf tied at the half at 14. Seneca Bobcats leading against the Maplewood Tigers. That score 34-0. Great Pickers with the lead over Reynolds, 20-14.
That's a bit of a surprise.
Meadville Bulldogs, as we told you earlier, leads the Erie Royals, 21-7. Sagertown Panthers with a 26-0 lead against Iroquois. So those are some of your scores here tonight.
And, it's just one of the fun things about high school football, not just football, but high school athletics. You go into any game, you can say, this team's better than that team, but when you go to play the game, anything can happen. And, there's some scores there that are a little bit like Meadville's score. I didn't expect it to be that tight, 14 points difference in that game. I expected that to be a little bit more in Meadville's favor than what we're seeing.
Well, we talked about it earlier, Steve. I think that was one of the challenges with following anybody this year. You'd go 1 week, okay, that's not surprising. Then the next week,
what's going on?
What's going on?
What happened? Did somebody get hurt? A lot of times you can see, particularly when you get into like 3A, 2A, and single A, you lose one of your key athletes, it really, really hurts you. Whereas if you're at 5A, 6A, and you lose a key athlete, you've got another kid stepping up.
Yep. All right, our halftime show will continue here from Corry. This is the Goodwill Larry's Auto Service halftime show. Our coverage will continue right after this.
Poppy's Equipment and Storage Rental in Pleasantville is committed to providing our customers with exceptional service while offering quality rental equipment. We offer competitive pricing and an array of equipment for you to get the job done and on time. Hosting an event? Poppy's can help with that too. We have tents, tables, chairs, heaters, generators, barbecues, and more. Need firewood or propane? No problem. Whether you're in construction or a weekend warrior, reach out to Poppy's about your next project needs. Poppy's Place on the Tinesta Road in Pleasantville. Since 1965, the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has been dedicated to serving Titusville and surrounding communities. Mr. Garrett believed in tradition and commitment to excellence, standards that are still held to this day. He also believed in community and making Titusville the best place to live, work, and play. When you need us, we will be there for you, providing a dignified service at fair prices. This has been our foundation for 55 years. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, 303 North Washington Street, Titusville. Interstate Pipe and Supply takes pride in providing superior customer service. That's why our dedicated employees are well trained and have the experience to offer friendly, quick, and reliable service and support. Need materials delivered to your job site? No problem. Interstate offers fast delivery from our 4 locations in Western Pennsylvania. We also serve Eastern Ohio, Northern Western Virginia, and Western New York. Service means business at Western Pennsylvania's premier pipe and supply company, Interstate Pipe and Supply.
And welcome back to Corey inside the Goodwill Larry's Auto Service halftime show. This is going to be like real quick here. Steve, adjustments you want to see Titusville making here in the second half?
I don't want any adjustments. I want you to play football. Okay. This is what I want. I want 2 quarters of hard-nosed, aggressive, shut your mouth, and play football. That's what I'm looking for out of Titusville.
Okay. Bill, your thoughts?
My thoughts exactly. We need to show some life. Get some life.
All right. Anything else?
Well, you know, you can go X's and O's on it, but realistically right now, after the performance of the first half, that's what I'm after. I'm after my kids to return to being aggressive. Remember we talked about Oil City game was probably their best game. This is very close, if not their worst half of the year, and we need to turn it around.
All right, that's going to do it for us in terms of the halftime show. We want to thank Goodwill and Larry's Auto Service for sponsoring the halftime show this season. We greatly appreciate it. Our coverage will continue, and the second half coming up next. Wrapping up the Goodwill, Larry's Auto Service halftime show.
Poppy's Equipment and Storage Rental in Pleasantville is committed to providing our customers with exceptional service while offering quality rental equipment. We offer competitive pricing and an array of equipment for you to get the job done and on time. Hosting an event? Poppy's can help with that too. We have tents, tables, chairs, heaters, generators, barbecues, and more. Need firewood or propane? No problem. Whether you're in construction or a weekend warrior, reach out to Poppy's about your next project needs. Poppy's Place on the Tinesta Road in Pleasantville. Since 1965, the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has been dedicated to serving Titusville and surrounding communities. Mr. Garrett believed in tradition and commitment to excellence, standards that are still held to this day. He also believed in community and making Titusville the best place to live, work, and play. When you need us, we will be there for you, providing a dignified service at fair prices. This has been our foundation for 55 years. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, 303 North Washington Street, Titusville. Interstate Pipe and Supply takes pride in providing superior customer service. That's why our dedicated employees are well trained and have the experience to offer friendly, quick, and reliable service and support. Need materials delivered to your job site? No problem. Interstate offers fast delivery from our 4 locations in Western Pennsylvania. We also serve Eastern Ohio, Northern Western Virginia, and Western New York. Service means business at Western Pennsylvania's premier pipe and supply company, Interstate Pipe and Supply.
And welcome back. Second half action brought to you tonight by these great sponsors. By Oil Creek Plastics. By Titusville Area Hospital. By Interstate Pipe and Supply. By State Farm Insurance. By Poppy's. By the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home. By Donovan and Bauer Auto Group. By The Barking Lot. By Fat Chad's Brewing. by Armstrong, by the University of Pittsburgh Titusville Education and Training Hub, by Kreiner Real Estate, by Warner's Bakery, by Goodwill, by Larry's Auto Service, by Corky's Pizza, and by the Titusville Beverage. Not only do I want to thank the viewers watching us on Facebook and YouTube tonight, but I also want to thank and welcome the Armstrong audience watching. I want to thank Armstrong for airing our games throughout the course of the year. Kevin and the crew, thank you so much.
You keep muting me. You don't want me to talk? One thing we should tell people, if you're getting lost during this game, if you're listening to me, this is not my normal gig. I normally get to sit back and watch the play and see certain things while my father talks about the play as it goes on. Tonight, again, he's not here. He left me out in the cold, almost literally. And so things are a little bit shaky here. And so, I apologize if I'm not getting kids' names out as much as normally would happen. But again, this is not my regular gig, so.
Well, between your business trips this year, Bill being off a couple times, it's been sort of a fractured year.
Yeah, it has been a fractured year. But I'll tell you, we've talked about, covering high school football, and I really love high school football. It's been a lot of fun doing this with you for the last, I don't want to say how many years, because
it's been a few.
It gets embarrassing a little bit. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch these kids play football. It's just a fun Friday night.
We cover a lot of sports, Steve, and each one is special. But there's nothing like, and we say it all the time, being at a football field on a Friday night. But it's also being with you guys, and it's just a lot of fun. And I know the audience has a great time with it. So, again, we want to thank them and their participation. They've been, messaging throughout the season, and we greatly appreciate it. What we really miss right now is some Corky's Pizza and some heaters from Poppy's. So, hey, listen, if you need to rent any heaters or tents or anything, call Poppy's. If you want to get some pizza or subs for the weekend,
go to Corky's. It's really, their food has been really good this year. My wife, I come home Friday after work, and what do you want to eat? Nothing. I'm going to wait. we're going to the press box, and it's been really good. Their food is really good. Sitting in a little town called Pleasantville, where I happen to live.
Yeah.
And it's nice. Really enjoyed their food and the beverage, providing us drinks. It's been fun. And again, like I say, it's particularly in small town America Friday nights in the fall, football, it just does not get any better than being here right now. So, again, we're going to start second half. We have to kick off to Corry. Corry in the lead, 27-7.
Ooh. Steve, you mentioned Franklin's troubles this year, and Titusville's working through new coaching staff and, again, changes there. But I think sometimes people forget that each of these towns will go through their ups and downs.
Well, you have to. And when you're not recruiting, you're not drafting, you don't have a choice. You have to play with what's coming through your system. You're going to have ups and downs. So Titusville hopefully is coming through that period as we get underway. Rib down to the ball's fumbled forward and still fumbled, and he's going to pick it up at about the 15, try to turn around, but Titusville by that time had better be there to bring him down. Bring them down to about the 12. Now, if you're Corry, this isn't necessarily the way you want to start the half, but we've not had much luck stopping their offense. We'll see how it goes here. Good kickoff. And we've talked about Rib. He has a good leg. And I don't have the young man's number, but he allows it to hit his upper shoulder pads, bounce forward to about the 18. Then his buddy comes in and kicks it away from him. He'll pick it up and turn around. Boop, bop, boom, and we'll bring him down at the 15. Okay, Corry now, their first play of the second half. They have split 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Man in motion to the left. And a handoff up the middle, and he's going to break 3 and come out over the 20 to about the 22, and I think that's Lesher carrying the ball. And again, starts the same way as the first half, 8 yards on those runs in between the tackles. Titus was not able to stop it. And Corry will face now a second down. About 4 yards.
Hey, I just realized, you brought up the fact that you're filling in for your dad and yourself here. that probably was a good opportunity to just thank your dad for all his years. He was inducted in the Hall of Fame this year.
Hall of Fame this year, yep.
Well deserved, and I can't tell you how much that man means to me, and I know our audience as well.
And Lesher, again, same type of play. He's going to run out over the 30, wide open hole. He's not getting touched. To be honest with you, Bill, they're just dominating right now on the offensive line.
It's the same thing starting this second half.
Titusville's going to have to start sending backers or doing something because you've got to stop this ground game if you want any hope of getting back into this. First down and 10 now. Corry at their own 33. 2 men to the left, 1 man to the right. Wing left, 1 man in the backfield. And they're going to pitch quick to the right side, and we're there. Miller gets a nice job. And they've not run that play well. Brought down at the 30. Miller this time able to get there. We've seen him in the first half. You're going to see him. He's in the middle, 63. He's going to come through, and somebody's not getting out there to block him because you don't design a play to allow a middle linebacker to run free like that. So he does a nice job of getting up this time, dropping him for about a 2-yard loss. Second down now and 12 for Corry, about the 31-yard line. Corry now kind of bunching their formation. Carey now hands off. We're going to try to get out to the outside, this side and the near side. And he's going to get through the line, get through to the 50. And he's going to get all the way down to about the Titusville 41-yard line. And just doing a nice job of blocking for their ground game. I really thought we had a shot here, but we can't get to the outside. We take a bad angle by Burley, and they just push our corner out to the outside. He's going to get down to about the 35-yard line. First down. Titusville just unable to stop the ground game tonight.
Replay is brought to you not just tonight, but all season by Oil Creek Plastics.
Those are nice people at that place.
Most of them. Mike Bailey.
First and 10. Yeah, first and 10, Corry. And they handed it right up the middle, and again, he's going to break 3 for about 10 yards. You like to see your safeties come up and make tackles. Brock making that one, but you don't really want them to be your leading tacklers. And the big problem with it is Corry's running backs are getting there without being touched. So they're into the secondary untouched. Again, you got to give hats off to the Corry offensive line and the lead blockers out of the backfield. They're just dominating right now.
C.J. Curvan. Oh, you work there.
Yeah, but I'm not one of those nice people. You can ask my coworkers. First down and 10, Corry at the Titusville 25. And here it comes again, straight ahead. Run it until they stop it. And he's going to get about 6 yards.
Bill, now it makes sense why they're having their Christmas party tonight.
Yeah,
he's not there, right?
We have a guy down for Corry. They're going to pick up about 6 on the carry, so they'll bring up a second down and 4 yards to go. Again, Titusville just not able to stop anything on the ground game.
We haven't made very many adjustments, have we, Steve?
Well, to be honest with you, out of that 3-4, it can be kind of tough to notice them. One of the things I'd like to see a little bit more is maybe trying to send linebackers. You got to do something to try to disrupt this ground game. Even if you get burned, you got to try something. So I don't know whether you try to send a couple of backers, try to get up into the holes a little quicker, and it could be that our linebackers just aren't reacting as quickly as they should be.
I want to say hi to Brady Corkland watching tonight. Seemed like just a few
seasons ago. I remember. Do you remember the game? Brady, Watkins, Cochranton. When we had Brady threw the ball to Watkins and caught it down around the 2 or 3, I think, and they were trying to get. Our coaches were trying to get our kids to hurry up, and Brady's guys kind of walking down like, relax, coach, it's out of bounds. We're okay. Clock is stopped. There was about 2 seconds left. And then Brady escapes on the next play, extends the play, throws the pass, and we get the touchdown, the winning touchdown at the end. That was an exciting ball game.
That was an exciting year.
Yeah, it really was an exciting year.
I think Michael's dad's going through, like, reliving each moment there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. The nice thing about that game, I remember most of all, we're in the tight booth. And the poor girl running the clock is in with us.
Oh.
Okay. And she's got people, and the stands are right in front of us, and she's got people turning around and yelling at her to start the clock, and she's yelling back, he hasn't told me to, and the official hadn't told her to wind the clock.
Well, and their coaches were on the roof.
Their coaches were on the roof, stomping on the
Yeah.
roofs. I thought they were going to come through it. I don't think she had a friend in Cochranton when she left that stadium, but she was dead on correct.
Yeah.
She was not given the signal to wind the clock, so whoever you are, Mrs. Timekeeper in Cochranton, outstanding job.
We're just handing them all out tonight.
You can see. I mean, you can tell what's kind of happening here. If you're a Titusville fan, it's kind of getting away here a little bit. Again, we're still waiting. There's a young man from Corry down. He seems to be back on his feet now. But again, Titusville here, just unable to stop the ground game.
I do want to mention District 10 will be getting together, I believe, tomorrow morning to work out all the brackets. So I would assume at some point tomorrow, if not by the end of the weekend, you're going to see the brackets for the playoffs starting next week.
Yeah, now they're going to get cranked up here. Again, Corry now, we'll talk a little bit about that maybe after the quarter, their playoff situation and where they're headed. Again, 9:18 here to go in the third quarter. Ball sits at the Titusville 19. It's second down, about 4. And the clock now is wind. Corry with 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in the right wing position. Lesher, I think, in the backfield with the quarterback. Man goes in motion to the left. It's handed off to Lesher to the left side, and he's going to break free. And he's going to go for about 5 yards, pick up a first down.
Well, it looked like Titusville wanted a flag or something down there.
It did kind of look. I didn't necessarily see it, but it did kind of look like they were expecting a flag for holding. And you're going to see coming from the left side, 57 coming around, and there's the block. That's what's really hurting us there. But I don't see one. But here we go. Corry now. Man coming in motion to the near side. It is the jet sweep this time to the right side. He cuts back to the inside. He's going to pick up about 5 to 6 yards into the Titusville 9-yard line. And it'll be about second down, 4, maybe 5 yards to go. And again, Corry, I don't expect them to put the ball in the air, really. When you're getting 5, 6, 7 yards a pop on the ground, no sense in running it. 2 to the left here, 2 to the right for Corry. Carey brings a man in motion, snap, and he's going to keep it up the inside. Nobody there. Titusville's going to give up another touchdown. Just absolutely nobody there as he gives the fake to the man in motion, and everybody runs with a fake, and he takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Here you'll see we're going to bring him in motion. Parrott comes in motion. We fake that there. Look at everybody run out, and then the one guy that stays home just gets pushed to the outside. And it's an easy 6 points. Corry now 33, Titusville 7. Corry lining up here to kick the extra point. Ball's down, kicks up, and I think he's wide to the left again.
The extra point attempt is unsuccessful. And the score
Didn't look real clean there coming back here. I don't know if the holder had trouble with it or
There's
what
a flag.
exactly. Now we got a flag again. And he's pointing to a Titusville player. I don't know who, but Coach Reynolds is going to go have words with the official, find out exactly what's going on. And that's going to hurt you because, and he's.
Young man is gone.
Yeah, I don't know if that was, I did not see the official make the ejection motion, but he may have.
He did.
And that's not, this is one of the things we've talked about. And this is why things have just gone awry this football game. You can't lose your head. And it's one of the mantras that you've had with Coach Reynolds this whole year. You got to keep your brain between your ears. You can't be losing your cool. You just can't do that. It puts your team in a bad situation, and worse than that, it makes you look bad. It's just not a pretty picture. To be honest with you, let's face facts. Everybody who's watched this ball game knows right now that the front five of Corry are just pushing us any which way they want to. Now, I don't know if there's holding going on in there or not. Doesn't make any difference. If it's not being called, it's not a hold. You've got to figure out a way to get around it. You got to, you just got to play within it, and that's just the way it has to go. And so Titusville just kind of self-destructed here pretty much from the opening kickoff. Again, Corry now 33, Titusville 7. We've got 7:54 to go, third quarter here. Titusville's going to have to get something going here offensively this drive because they have to have points because the next touchdown puts you real close to that 35-point rule.
Well, to that point, Steve, fans earlier in the second quarter were yelling down for the coaches to try for 2. They haven't done it.
And they haven't done it yet. And to be honest with you, we talked about it as we were off air at halftime. I'm surprised they didn't. Most generally, if you miss an extra point, when you're kicking an extra point, next time you score, you're going to try and get the 2-point conversion to get it back. Corry hadn't done that. Now, they've missed 2, so it's a 26-point lead right now for Corry. Titusville has to score here. Well, they don't have to because you got to get 35 points to invoke the mercy rule. 26 now, you'll only get 32 to 33 or 34 points. But Titusville desperately needs points here on this drive. With the penalty, again, for the second time, Corry's going to be kicking off in Titusville territory at the 45. Carey now will be kicking off.
I think if you're the Titusville coaches too, you're not asking to make that up right away. Let's start with some little things.
Let's just get some things going. Let's start doing some things right here, fellas. That's pretty much what you're going to be asking your kids to do at this point. Here's the kick, and it's going to go into the end zone as expected. Ball will be brought out to the 20. Titusville will come out, I believe, this is their first possession of the half? Or first possession of the half. Corry had the opening kickoff, right?
They took the opening kickoff, yep.
Yep, chewed up 5 minutes out of the first quarter. So Titusville now with their first possession of the half. See if they can get anything going. 2 men now for Titusville to the right, wing to the right. 1 back with McDonald. There's the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Under pressure. Gets the ball away, and I think he caught it. Mung caught it. That's a good catch because he got drilled just as soon as he made contact. Nice play by the Corry defender. I mean, he had it timed out really well. Short game, but 3 yards for Titusville. Second down now and 7. Ball out to the Titusville 23. Titusville now going to bring 2 guys stacked to the right side. 1 in the backfield, 1 in the right wing. McDonald with the snap makes the fake on the handoff, and he's under pressure, and he's in trouble. Now he gets out of it to the right, has to stop, throws it back over the middle of the field, and fortunately Titusville's receiver comes back and breaks that up. And Jackson Koval, I think, was coming back to break that up. That's not a pass you want your quarterback to run. Throw that to the outside. Get it. You're outside the pocket. Just throw it away. He tries to make a play here by coming back inside, and we have to bring somebody in. I'm not too sure who it was, but Titusville had to play defense on that particular play. Third down now, 7 for Titusville. Titusville desperately needs a first down here. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 men will come to the near side, stacked. McDonald takes the snap. He throws it to the right side. It's a backward pass. He's going to try to get Brock in the middle, and Koval is going to not catch the ball. Knocked away. Ball hung up there a little bit. That's Burley there on a double pass. Koval was there. Burley just couldn't get anything on the pass, and the defense able to knock it away. So fourth down now and 7 for the Rockets.
Steve, B.J. Brooks says that you need some foot warmers. Now, I don't know if she knows anybody that would possibly sell those. Or...
Foot warmers?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No, her husband's a diatrist.
Oh, and that one's going to be flagged.
BJ, can we find those at the office? You'll have to let us know.
Well, if they're at the office, they're not going to help us now.
They make deliveries.
Oh, do they? Good. They'll get here just in time to see us pack up.
Oh, that's what we want. They can help.
Call Corky's.
Yeah, they can deliver some food, too.
Well, the penalty here will be marked off. This is against Titusville.
We've had a ton of those tonight, too, haven't we?
Well, we did. Let's face it, Bill. This team has not shown me any interest in playing football tonight. They're just lackluster from the start, and it's not gotten a whole lot better. So we'll try the punt again. Here comes Monk. Snap is back. Kicks away. Decent kick in the air, and he lets it bounce, and it's going to bounce Corry's way. When it rains, it pours, Bill.
That ball had a funny rotation to it.
Yeah, it did look kind of funny, but it was a decent punt, and that's about the only thing we've had go fairly well for Titusville. But Corry lets it bounce, and it bounces their way. They're going to pick up a couple of yards on the bounce, so it'll be 1st and 10 now. Corry at the Titusville 44. 6:42 to go in the third quarter. Titusville is going to have to do something to try to stop this ground game. Corry now right to the line of scrimmage after the change of possession. 2 to the left, 1 wide right, 1 in the right wing. Man in motion to the left. Carey takes the snap, hands it off right up the middle, and again, it's 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. And look at the offensive lineman you've got downfield as well, leading the way. 8 yards for the Corry offense. Brings up a second down, maybe 7 yards. Second down, 3 yards to go. Again, you know, these runs that they're doing that they're most successful with have been inside the tackles. The few times they've tried to go wide, Titusville's had a pretty decent play on it, but going straight at Titusville's defense, we've not been able to make a stop. Corry now, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Pretty much their standard formation. Carey looking over the defense. And they're going to start chewing time off the clock. They're waiting for the back judge to raise his hands to signal there's 5 seconds left to go before. And he's still waiting. And there's the snap, and it's straight ahead again. Titusville now does a better job of shutting that down, but he'll pick up 4 yards and enough for the first down. So it'll be 1st down and 10, Corry. It'll be at the Titusville 34. 5:25 to go in the third quarter. Corry leads 33-7 over Titusville. Corry will probably start taking their time now as they're going to chew up a lot of the clock. No sense in rushing this. They're going to want to shorten the game as much as they can.
Meadville leading Erie 27-7 in the third.
Corry now with tight formations. Everybody's in tight. Again, waiting. There's the back judge signals. And he's moving forward, but they don't call it. He's going to try to go wide, and he's going to get caught again, but not able to bring him down right away. Miller does a nice job of doing that. He's done a nice job on those plays that they try to go wide on, Bill. He's releasing quickly out of that backer position and trying to get there.
Yeah, as long as you can make that tackle. He's missed a few of them.
He's missed well, yeah,
he's young yet.
Yeah, he is young yet, and there's you know, they're going to work with him. I'm sure angles might be off a little bit. He might be too sharp on his angles. Might have to flatten him out a little bit. Corry now 2nd down and 6. 3 men wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. 1 man in the backfield. Back judge starts his count. There's the snap, and it's straight ahead, and this time we're there. Miller does a nice job this time, straight ahead. Will gain maybe a half a yard. It'll be 3rd down now and 5 for Corry.
That was a much better play that time.
Well, you know,
we got a little movement out of 57 also.
Well, we got a little better play there at the defensive line, and that's one of the things with a 3-4 defense you're trying to get your front three to do is try to hold up blockers so that your linebackers can run free. It's a linebacker-based defense for the most part. Corry now facing 3rd and 6, 3 men to the left. Quarterback makes a snap. He's looking to his right, and again, we allow him in. He throws it behind him, but he's open. Threw it behind the intended receiver, so it'll be 4th down and 5. But we're just giving that inside route, Bill. Where they're just coming. They're just going 5 yards downfield and then breaking it in towards the post, right across the corner's face, and we're just too far off of them.
Just letting them come across them.
So here comes Corry now, 4th down, 6 yards to go. 3 minutes and 20 seconds now to go in the 3rd quarter. Corry has 2 men to the right, 2 to the left. Carey now waiting for the back judge. Here he goes. Man comes in motion. There's a snap, fake it, and he's going to take off, and he's not going to get touched. He gets to the 20, to the 15, and down to about the 12. Again, an opportunity to make a stop and just unable to do it defensively. You know, that jet sweep action, Bill, that they run, and I'll be honest with you, this is not one of the better fakes going on in the backfield. We're just bailing out.
Yeah, we're just like backing off of them.
Corry picks up the 1st down.
I still think we're playing a little back too far. What do you think, Steve?
Well, yeah, if you're going to play that, you can play back that far, but you got to read the play right and make the play, and we're just not doing that. Corry now, 1st and 10 at the 13. Here's a snap, and it's going to come straight ahead. Now he bounces it to the outside, and we get Coble to come up and make a stop at about the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. 2nd down now for Corry. Yeah, you can play back, I think, Bill, that far, but I think you've got to be more aggressive in attacking up. You've got to read that thing and attack up the field, and I'm not sure our guys are doing that tonight. So now we have a whistle, and Titusville has called timeout. 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the 3rd. Corry leads 33-7. And what has been, you can't say anything less, but a dominating performance by Corry.
Oh, they've been outstanding so far this evening. Right from the word go, really.
Yeah, I mean, we've only stopped them once, if I'm not mistaken. One drive out of the ones they've had tonight. We've had opportunities, 2 drives in this ball game. They were facing 4th and 9, 4th and 10, and they throw that in route and pick up 15, 20 yards to keep their drives alive, whereas Titusville just hasn't been able to do that tonight.
We don't really know what Corry's doing, right? Or are they looking to play next week?
My guess is, coming off of this, they'll want to play.
I heard somebody say they're at Meadville.
Yeah, well, they're the only 4A schools in the district, Meadville and Corry.
I think they're playing.
So they were, those 2 were automatic playoff berths. Okay, we're ready to go back and play. Corry running a little tighter formation this time, 2nd and 6. There's the snap, and the handoff goes straight ahead off to the right side, and it's another touchdown for Corry. Just as easy as pie. Titusville just has no answer for this ground game for Corry tonight. That'll make the score 39-7. And again, you'll see this is just it's a read play, but I don't know that he's reading a whole lot. It's just basically handing off. You can see how they just crushed Titusville into the inside. He's just going to take that right off tackle. Goes in untouched. Corry now lining up to kick the extra point. There's a snap a little bit high, almost blocked, but it is pulled again. That snap, when it's high, causes that kicker to pull it. So another mixed extra point. It's now 39-7. And what realistically should be, if they'd have made those 3 kicks, would be 42-7. So Titusville now with a little bit of life, because if they don't score here, of course this game's not going to go much faster than it is when the game is run on the ground. Titusville now is going to be forced to throw the ball and to try to get some kind of offense going. Titusville, again, offensively not able to do anything tonight. So we'll see what happens now. They'll have to kick off on their side of the 50. We'll have first time in the last 2 kickoffs. Titusville will line up. My guess is they'll push up.
For those Rocket fans excited for basketball and wrestling and winter sports, those schedules are up on the website. I believe it's TitusvilleAthletics.org. You can go there and check out the winter sports schedules.
And now, Corry will kick off another one. 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Titusville just pretty much lifeless right now. Here comes the kick. And again, it's a high kick. It's a fair catch. And he drops it. And there's a struggle for the ball. And the officials are trying to unpile it. And there's 1, 2, 3 flags.
Wow.
I don't know who's on who, but that's going to... I think it's Titusville's ball. I think they recovered it, but this game's turning ugly here, and there's no reason for it.
He should be gone. You can't do that.
So the coaches are going to get talked to. The officials are talking. It's 1, 2, 3 flags.
We got another guy leaving?
Dead ball, personal foul on Titusville, and he's been ejected. Not a good showing for Titusville, period. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. Coach Reynolds now talking with the lead official, getting his explanation. The ball is spotted at the Titusville 35. It'll be moved back to the 20.
Going to be Corey's ball?
No, it should be Titus. I thought he signaled Titusville's ball on the recovery.
I don't think so.
Looks like they're checking the golf scores down there, the scorecards.
No, I guess, well, I'm not too sure. I guess we're going to get penalized 15 yards, and they're going to get the ball.
Wow.
So it'll be Corry's ball at the 20. 2:43 to go.
After the personal foul, the Beavers begin their drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10, Corry.
Every time they short kick like that in the kickoff, it's almost like
well, you got to catch
kicking.
it.
Yeah, you got to get it.
You just got to catch it. You fair catch it. Nobody can touch it. Just catch the ball. Corry now, first and 10. Titusville 20. They're in a tight formation. Here's going to come, same place. He's going to cut back to the left side, and he's going to pick up.
There's a flag.
About 9 yards, but we're going to get it brought back as there's a hold on Corry. And if I'm not mistaken, that's their first one tonight. Second one. They had an illegal procedure or an offsides. I can't remember which one. So it'll be coming back a little bit. Replay first down, but it'll be from the 30-yard line. And the clock will wind. Corry now, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Corry now waiting for the back judge to get the signal. They don't have a play clock here. Now Corry will be set, ready to go as soon as he starts his count. Here we go. Corry snaps it, and it's to the left side, and we're a little bit, we get there, but just a little bit slow. Give up 4 yards. I think it's going to blow it dead.
I was waiting for all the flags to come out again.
I was too. That's kind of what I was waiting for, but no flags. Gain of 4. Second down now, 16 for Corry.
There's still a whole fourth quarter to go.
Yeah, there's still a whole fourth quarter to go. 1:35 to go in the third. They broke huddle with 12 guys, not watching them. Corry with a tight formation again. Again, in no hurry, waiting for the the back judge to raise his hands to signal the play clock's running down. And there's a handoff, and he's going to go to the left side. He's going to pick up 2 or 3. Be third down in about 12, maybe 13 now. Looking, things looking bleak here for Titusville. Just not able to get anything going, either on offense or defense. Clock winding at 30 seconds here in the third. Corry breaks their huddle. They're going to bring one man wide to the right. 3 guys go to the left side of the formation. One man in the backfield. And here comes a snap. Man in motion. And it is the jet sweep. He's coming wide to the right to the 25. And Brock Koval comes up and makes the stop at the 24-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 14. And that's the end of the third quarter. So the score here, Corry 39, Titusville 7. We'll come back for the final quarter right after this.
Like a good neighbor, your State Farm agent is there. And there. And now, there. Good Neighbor Connect is a secure virtual meeting tool exclusively for State Farm customers. It's simple to use, no signups, downloads, or plugins, and it helps you have the conversations you need with your agent at whatever distance you prefer. Ask your agent about meeting through Good Neighbor Connect today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fat Chad's Brewing is Titusville's premier dining destination, offering fine dining served with a cold beverage and great conversation. Try our oiled derrick sirloin or railroad flat iron, or how about the TPD ribeye, Louis Lip strip steak, or Fat Chad's pork steak. Our pasta entries and sandwiches are just as popular. Try the garden pasta or the Asiago chicken, or get the Rocketeer burger or fish sandwich, all served with fresh cut fries. Come in Saturday nights for Wild Game Saturdays. For good food and good times, it's Fat Chad's Brewing in Titusville.
And we're back here at Corry running the play, fourth quarter. They're going to be short of the first down. It was quarterback keeper Koval comes up and makes a stop. So it's going to be turned over on downs. Titusville gets a stop finally defensively. Only their second one, I believe, only their second one of the game. And we'll take over on offense. 39-7 in a game that has been pretty much that lopsided. If you've been watching. Titusville just unable to get anything going offensively and unable to stop Corry defensively. Titusville have the ball at their own 21-yard line. And we'll see if we can't get something to happen here offensively. So now you're McDonald comes in from the sideline. He'll give the play to his teammates. Titusville will send one man to the right, one man wide to the left. Two men tight on the left side. Jackson Koval comes in motion to the left side. They're going to throw his way. He's open but can't catch it. Incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Titusville. And Bill, that's just typical of how the night's gone for us.
Just a little bit low, but Jackson couldn't come up with it.
Just, we've been a little bit low, a little bit high, a little bit wide, just not able, just not focused.
Haven't been synced.
Tonight.
It's not in sync, I'll tell you.
Titusville fighting themselves somewhat here tonight. Just not a good showing by Titusville. This is not the game I anticipated coming into this ball game. 2nd down 10 for Titusville. Two men to the left, one man to the wing right. He'll come in motion. That's Mung. Snap to McDonald. He's looking to his left. He now has to scramble to his left. Makes the throw, and it's caught. Boy, I'm not too sure how he caught it, but
I think
it was a nice job by Mung.
If they let this go, we've got a little. Oh, wow.
They're marking it. Boy, it was tipped, though, wasn't it, Bill?
It was tipped, but I think Mung was almost looked like he stepped out of bounds and come back in and got the ball. From where I'm at, and I'm right here.
Well, it's 3rd down. They're gonna allow the completion. I know he's close to that far sideline. 3rd down now and 1 for Titusville. That's a good play by Mung. The ball gets tipped like that right beside him, too, to boot. So good hands to reach out there and grab that, give Titusville an opportunity here to try to get a 1st down. And a little confusion as to where we're to line up. Now we're back. We got 3 in the backfield, wishbone, and they're going to hand it off to Jackson straight ahead, and he's going to get over out to about the 33, enough for the 1st down. So Titusville gets a 1st down here. 1st down and 10. It'll be at the 33-yard line of Titusville. Ideally, if you're Titusville, you want to keep this ball in your possession and drive the field. Coming back in this ball game, I think, is asking a little bit much. You'd just like to see a nice, solid drive put together. 2 men split, one on each side. There's a snap. McDonald looking downfield. He's got time, and now he's out of time, being flushed to his right. Still looking downfield, and he tries to throw it up short to Jackson Koval, but it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10. He had opportunity, had a little bit of time on that particular play, but could not find anybody downfield. I think Corry now is not so much worried about pass rush as they are pass coverage. Don't want to give up an easy pitch and catch here. So 2nd down, 10 for the Rockets. Titusville trying to keep something going here and just unable to do so. Titusville breaks their huddle, spends 1 to the left, wing to the right. That's Koval, Mung, wing left. 2 guys in the backfield with McDonald. Now Mung comes in motion to the near side. McDonald back to pass. It looks like a screen pass, and it's going to be picked off and intercepted. And returned to the Corry 20. Just did not see him. It looked like a
flag down.
Almost a middle screen.
Roughing the passer.
That they just read. Oh, they got roughing the passer. So that'll nullify the interception. Do we have that on replay? I don't know if we got that or not. I'd be very interested to see. Was it late or did they hit his head, Bill?
No, it was late.
It was late? So there's a mistake by Corry. Opportunity taken away.
We didn't set that up very well, though.
No, we didn't, actually. That might have been a play you might want to have run more in the first half. Maybe we do have it. Here comes Mung. You're going to allow these guys to come through. There's the pass, and I think maybe more so because he got him in the head than anything else. I don't know that it was all that late. But that, that roughing the passer, even in the NFL, Bill, is a wacky rule. You just don't know how it's going to get called.
That's for sure.
So Titusville will get a first down out of it. The ball now at their own 48. Titusville with two men to the right, wing and tight end to the left. McDonald snaps a little bit low, and he's just going to try to get outside, and he's just eaten alive. He's back at the 40-yard line, 30 or 41-yard line. We're going to lose about 5 on that play.
But we have, I hate to say this, but we have no blocking whatsoever.
Well, Corey, and that's the way it's been all night. It's like, we just don't have an answer for it. We just haven't been able to get anything established offensively up front. Titusville now with 2 to the right. They're stacked. Wing right as well. McDonald now going to roll to his right. Looking, trying to buy some time. There isn't much open, and he just leaves it up in the air, and that could be picked off. No, Koval comes back, makes the catch at the Corry 41. Doesn't go down, but they stop him at the 41. Dangerous pass, but Brock Koval comes back, makes the catch, and that's enough for the first down. Not necessarily a pass you want to see your quarterback throw, Bill, but it works out.
Hey, you got Koval out there. he's caught a couple really nice ones tonight. Well, I mean, he's come back a long way for that one, and he got up in the air.
Yeah, at this point in time, I guess it really doesn't make any difference if you're going to throw into coverage. Not much else has gone right for you. You might as well give it a shot. Titusville now with 2 to the left. Stacked receivers, 1 man in the backfield, wing to the left. Snap to McDonald. He's looking to his left. He's a little bit late.
Low and late.
Yeah, that pass, if he'd have thrown that about a second earlier, I think is when we had the receiver open. And that's the front receiver, that stacked set on the left side. He's running a post route. If you hit him on his break, I think that's where your throw window is. He let him get too far into the middle. Brings up a second down now and 10 for the Rockets. And Titusville will send 2 guys to the left, fairly tight. 2 guys to the right in a wing and tight end position. Here's the snap. McDonald back, and he's being rushed and throws it quick to Koval. Jackson Koval makes a cut to the inside, across the 35 to the 30. Gets a block to the 20, into the 18. Good play by Titusville. One of the few decent-looking plays that we've had on offense tonight, Bill.
Nice block out there for Koval.
Well, that ball got thrown just where you want it to go, as upfield, so that he can run into the ball and make his catch early, so that he can make the catch and see what he's got to deal with defensively. Probably the best play of the night for Titusville. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. We'll see if we can get a touchdown here. Titusville with 2 men to the right, wing to the left, snap, and it's a low snap, but it goes to Koval, and he's off to the left side. Corey kind of abandoned that position out there. That's going to go for about 11 yards and another first down for Titusville. Really kind of surprised there at the opening that was left there. I think defensively they must have missed a call or made somebody went the wrong direction. So Titusville now with a 1st and goal at the 6, 8:44 to go, trailing 39-7. Now we have 2 men to the right. Jackson in the backfield with McDonald. Snap, handoff to Jackson to the left side. He cuts up inside. He's going to get inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Brings up 2nd down now and goal from about the 4. Titusville has a little bit of a drive, has a decent drive going here. Offensively, finally showing a little bit of life. And we're going to have a whistle. I think Titusville's going to call a timeout. And yes, Titusville's calling a timeout. 8:08 to go, 4th quarter. 39-7 with Titusville trailing. Probably so far their best drive of the game. Wouldn't you say, Bill?
Oh, most definitely.
He's
having a good shot this time.
Well, we've got, we've made some plays in this drive. Brock Koval coming back for that pass that I would be telling my quarterback don't throw, but Ian did, and Brock came back with it and made the catch. And then a nice throw to Jackson Koval on time in the right spot, giving Jackson a chance to turn upfield and make a couple of moves. And then a decent 10-yard running play. So Titusville on this drive actually making some plays, but you're still 4 yards away from getting in the end zone. So 8:08 to go in this ball game, 39-7. Corry Beavers on top of Titusville. Second down. 4 yards to go for the touchdown. Titusville will come out. Looks like they're going to set up a power I or a almost a wishbone effect there, Bill.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a Wildcat snap to Jackson straight ahead, and he's going to get into the end zone. Titusville will get another score. So it's 39-13 now for Corry. Titusville finishing off a decent drive here late in this ball game. 8 minutes to go in the game. Titusville will set up to kick the extra point. Ian McDonald will hold Owen Ribb to kick. There's the snap, the ball's down, the kick's up, and it is good. Titusville gets 14 with the extra point. Now trail 39-14, 8:03 to go in this ball game. So finally, Bill, unfortunately it took this long to get it, but we see a little bit of life out of the Titusville offense.
A little bit. We could have used a heck of a lot more though here this evening.
Well, and that's the type of drive we talked about when this game first started. That's the type of drive you wanted to see right out of the gate from Titusville, and we just haven't done it. Haven't been able to do it all night, but particularly that's the kind of start to a game you want to have.
We started out very poorly. We got the ball, but we couldn't move it hardly at all. We got 3 and out.
Yeah, Titusville's offense has just struggled tonight. It just has not been good.
That's about the way it's been almost all night long.
And we'll
not much life on the sidelines either.
Well, I wouldn't expect there to be honest with you, the way this game has gone. As much as you'd like your kids to be into a football game, they are high school kids and they can read the scoreboard.
It's not
just
too
as much
often
as anybody else.
It's not too often you see 2 Titusville players get kicked out of a ball game.
Well, I can't remember when it happened last, but if Dad were here, he might be able to tell you back in 1958, so-and-so and so-and-so got booted from a game.
He would be able to, too.
Ribb with the kick. It's going down to the left side, and it's going to be their quarterback, Corry, with the return. And he's just going to run out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. 7:56 now remaining in the ball game. We're going to see what happens. Getting a little chippy by both sides still. First down. Ball at the 23 of Corry. Corry will break their huddle here from the sidelines. They'll go right to the line of scrimmage. They don't normally huddle after the change of possession. Waiting for them to make their way onto the field. They'll send 2 men wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Wing right for Corry. Man comes in motion, goes back to the right side. There's a snap, handoff up the middle, and he's going to be brought down by Miller. Be second down. Maybe a yard on the play. Corry will be content to keep this ball on the ground, I'm sure. They'll run it every second they can get off the clock. Corry now brings wide left, wide right, slot to the left side and the right side now that they're lined up. Clock is running and Corry no hurry. And now we're ready to snap. Man comes in motion to the right side, the jet sweep, and it is kept by the quarterback up the middle. And he'll be met after about a 4-yard gain. Brock Koval, one of those, in on the tackle. Out to the 28-yard line of Corry. 3rd down now. About 6 yards to go. I don't know that Titusville's defense is even considering worrying about the pass play right now. They're coming up quick, so, and I don't expect the ball to be in the air at all. Clock running, 6:15 to go in the game. Corry now with 2 to the left, wings to the left, one man alone at the top to the right. Comes a man in motion. There's the snap, and it's handed off in the middle, and he's going to break through, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards. Very close to a 1st down. I think he has it. And they do give him the 1st down. So Corry picks up the 1st down. I believe Miller on the stop.
Miller's been really active.
He has picked it up, and like we said in the first half, Bill, he was there just maybe slightly off on a tackling angle, but he was doing well, particularly when they tried to go wide.
Yep.
Corry now with 2 to the left, 1 to the right, one man in the backfield, wings to the left. And this one's going to come through the middle, I think, as well. Here it comes straight ahead, and he's going to get to the right side, and he's going to be brought down. Miller, along with a couple other the Titusville defenders, but it's going to be picked up about 5 yards. And here you can see Miller does a nice job of coming in here. There, he's going to make initial contact. Everybody else there. One of the things I'm noticing, Bill, and it might be because it is late in the game, but when we coming in and trying to make tackles, we're awful upright. We're awful tall. We're not getting low.
Yeah, we're not low at all.
2nd down now and 4 for the Corry Beavers. 4:30 to go in the ball game. Corry in a standard position. There's the snap, and again straight ahead, and he's going to come to the left side. He's going to get out over the 45 to the 47, and that'll be another 1st down for the Corry Beavers. Clock continuing to run. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the ball game. As they have been for most of this second half, Corry in no big rush to snap the ball. They are using all of the play clock pretty much before they snap a ball. I'm expecting a timeout here, as I expect to see Corry's second units come on the field. Corry calls timeout here. 3:48 to go in the 4th quarter. Corry in a commanding 39-14 lead and have been in command of this ball game since the opening kickoff. Titusville received the opening kickoff, pretty much a 3-and-out punt, and Corry just drove the field and scored a touchdown. Titusville 3-and-out on their second drive. Corry again right down the field and put 2 quick touchdowns on Titusville, and they've just been in control of this ball game from the get-go. Up front, you have to give hats off to Corry's front 5. They've just dominated both the offensive and defensive line play in a nice ball game. Titusville just not able to do much of anything.
I mean no disrespect to the Corry team or their community. I don't think this was the team I was expecting to see tonight.
Out of Corry or out of Titusville?
Out of Corry.
Out of either one, to be honest with you. I thought Corry has played exceptionally well. Now, granted, we don't get a chance to see him, haven't watched them at all, but I thought they have played very well. This is their second unit on the field now. You don't need to wait for the 5-second count because the clock's not running. There's the snap, and it's down below, and it's loose on the floor. It's going to be picked up by Corry, but a huge loss.
Stearns in on that.
Stearns making the tackle for Titusville, but a little bit of help with the fact that the snap was down around the shoelaces of the quarterback. Of course, that's one of the problems you get into, Bill, if you've been standing on the sidelines and it's low 40 degrees, you finally get your number called. Hard to be warm and get in there and ready to play.
Oh, I can relate to that.
Corry now with 2 men to the left, 1 wing right, 1 far right. Clock running. There is the signal, play clock running down. There's the snap. Again, it's low, and it's handed off inside, but he's not going to get anywhere. Again, if in an offense like that, if you're having trouble getting snaps back to your quarterback, plays don't go well. It's just the nature of the beast here. 3rd down now, and 20 for Corry at their own 37-yard line. Corry now with 3 to the right side. That's the far side, 1 to the near side. And in the air. There's the snap, and it's handed off. He's going to the right side, and he's going to be hit at about the 38, maybe the 39. So it'll be 4th down and long. Corry will have to punt the ball. Approaching 2 minutes to go in this football game. Minute 50, and we've got a timeout Titusville. And I'm not too sure if what Titusville doesn't have some confusion on their special teams or what here. But again, not really much to say here tonight, Luke. Just not the game I expected coming into it.
No, I mean, the only thing I could add, Steve, is it's kind of been like the Milk Duds tonight. Just gotten harder and harder.
Harder and harder and harder. Yeah, for those of you who might still be watching us at this point in this ball game, one of my favorite candies is Milk Duds. And Luke and I were talking about 2 or 3 years ago, and I was complaining because at Halloween time, this time of year, you would go out to buy your bags of candy, and I would always buy bags of those little boxes of Milk Duds. You might get 4 or 5 Milk Duds in a box. Well, about 2, 3, 4 years ago, you couldn't find them anymore, and I complained to you. You said, "Oh, I'll get you some." Well, you did this year, in all fairness to you, but they were mixed.
But not
with,
to the
not
the bag. Yeah.
Yeah, Kit Kats were in there, and Whoppers, and a couple other different kinds of candy bars. But some milk. Luke brought me a box of just Milk Duds tonight. We were trying to eat them, but you don't want to be biting into it here tonight because it'll break a tooth. Punts away. It's going to hit again, and I almost hit a Titusville guy, I thought.
It was funny. We were watching a little bit of the Food That Built America on History Channel the other day, and it was the
Milk Duds come on?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah. They were talking about the candy wars. And
oh, yeah.
And Milk Duds, when they were making them, the reason they're called Milk Duds, they were supposed to be round, perfectly round.
Round.
But the machine couldn't kick them out round.
Round.
So they thought they were duds. Yeah.
That's an interesting piece of.
It actually would be the perfect candy for all of us here.
Yeah. we're the Milk Dud crew. Welcome to our broadcast. 1:45 left in this ball game. 39-14. Corry just in a dominating performance over Titusville. There's the snap to McDonald. He's going to try to go deep, and it's overthrown just a little bit. Brock Koval able to get a hand on it just to keep it from being intercepted.
Lloyd says he's a Reese's Peanut Butter Cups kind of guy.
Now that's Adam. That's one of Adam's favorite candy bars is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So let's hear it from you people. What's your favorite candy? It's Halloween coming up here. What's your favorite candy? I'm a Milk Duds guy. We've heard from a Peanut Butter Cup. Anybody who likes the Heath bars, the toffee, no, don't call it.
Black licorice?
Black licorice?
Don't want to hear it.
2nd down for Titusville. Hit a quick throw to the outside. Brock Koval with the reception. Tries to cut it inside, and just nice job of tackling by Corry's defense. Ball will be brought out to maybe the 30-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down for Titusville.
Mike Schmidt going with Twizzlers.
Twizzlers. I can live with Twizzlers.
I always liked an Almond Joy.
That's a good one too.
What?
Oh yeah.
No.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Coconut.
Sometimes you don't. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Bill. I could go for Almond Joy. 1 minute to go in this fiasco.
I hope you know that Amy is saying Reese's as well. Did you know that? Oh, okay, no.
Here's the snap. McDonald with a pass across the middle, completed to Koval, who fumbles, and the ball's still on the ground. Corey's going to recover.
Corey's got it.
And boy, I tell you what, Bill, if that's just not summing up tonight for Titusville, I don't know what does.
That puts the exclamation point on it, doesn't it?
Man, if something can go wrong, it went wrong for Titusville tonight. Just terrible performance tonight. 45 seconds to go. Titusville gives the ball up to Corry. 39-14. Boy, this has been a tough one for Titusville.
Been a long ball game.
Well, the sad thing is, Bill, I bet you time-wise the thing's gone pretty quick because it's stayed on the ground for the most part. It just feels like that long.
Well, I got about 9:30 or so, I think.
Corry now first down and 10 at the Titusville 44. And I think they're not going to call it, but they're going to get to the left side, and there's a tackle.
Oh, there's a hold.
There's a hold. He'll pick up about 2 or 3. I can see one of the officials talking to one of the coaches over there. I think he's trying to explain why he didn't call illegal procedure on that play since half the Corry line moved before the ball was snapped. We're down to 15 seconds. I don't know that Corry will snap the ball. Now they're pulling back away. Your final score tonight is going to be 39-14 in favor of the Corry Beavers. Just a dominating performance. And realistically, to be honest with you, not a good performance by the Titusville Rockets. There it is, all zeros. Final score, 39, Titusville 14. We will come back shortly after words from our sponsors.
Signature here. Oh, and one last thing.
What's with the chainsaw?
Oh, well, service may be slowed due to network interference.
Network interference?
Yeah, well, maybe if you cut down some of these trees, you can finally get a decent cell signal, which is how you get internet now. Good luck.
Read the fine print. Only Armstrong delivers fast and reliable internet right into your home on a network built specifically for the internet. Zoom from Armstrong.
Would you love to exercise, but pain is holding you back? The aquatic therapy offered at Titusville Area Hospital Physical Therapy may benefit anyone suffering from joint pain, recovery from joint replacements, or other surgeries, fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, muscle weakness, or other physical limitations. In the comfort of a heated pool and with private one-on-one sessions, the professionals at TAH Physical Therapy can help. Call today for more information. 827-0354.
And welcome inside the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage postgame show here at Corry High School. We're going to take our final break. We'll come back and wrap things up here. Again, the final from Corry. The Beavers over the Rockets, 39-14. This is the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage postgame show. We'll be right back.
At Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, all the local fall sports seasons are here. No matter if you're making that touchdown, running that extra mile, scoring that winning goal, making that putt for birdie, or slamming down that setter spike, the team at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group is a proud supporter of all the fall athletics in Titusville and the surrounding area. Doing your best is a team effort, and the team here at Donovan and Bauer attempts to give the best effort to our customers day in and out, just like all the local athletes. Have a safe and memorable 22 fall sports season to all the local teams and athletes. When you have the time, visit us on our website at donovanbauer.com and score that winning deal.
Like a good neighbor, your State Farm agent is there. And there. And now, there. Good Neighbor Connect is a secure virtual meeting tool exclusively for State Farm customers. It's simple to use, no signups, downloads, or plugins, and it helps you have the conversations you need with your agent at whatever distance you prefer. Ask your agent about meeting through Good Neighbor Connect today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fat Chad's Brewing is Titusville's premier dining destination, offering fine dining served with a cold beverage and great conversation. Try our oil derrick sirloin or railroad flat iron, or how about the TPD ribeye, Louis Lip strip steak, or Fat Chad's pork steak. Our pasta entries and sandwiches are just as popular. Try the garden pasta or the Asiago chicken, or get the Rocketeer burger or fish sandwich, all served with fresh cut fries. Come in Saturday nights for Wild Game Saturdays. For good food and good times, it's Fat Chad's Brewing in Titusville. Interstate Pipe and Supply takes pride in providing superior customer service. That's why our dedicated employees are well trained and have the experience to offer friendly, quick, and reliable service and support. Need materials delivered to your job site? No problem. Interstate offers fast delivery from our 4 locations in Western Pennsylvania. We also serve Eastern Ohio, Northern Western Virginia, and Western New York. Service means business at Western Pennsylvania's premier pipe and supply company, Interstate Pipe and Supply.
And welcome inside the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage post-game show. Bill McCrillis is down on the field. We had Coach there for a second, but we were in the commercial break, so we do apologize. It is senior night here for Corry, and congratulations to the Beavers. They pulled out the win tonight. They pulled it out. They won it 39-14.
While we're waiting for Coach Reynolds to come here, we mentioned earlier next week Corry and Meadville, the playoff situation. One of the things, again, Corry's 4A, Meadville's 4A. They're the only 2 4A teams, I think, in District 10. So they were automatically put into the playoffs.
That's okay.
And then you can option in or out. So I don't, my suspect now is that Corry will play the game against Meadville.
There's a lot going on down on the field, so we probably won't be going down to.
I think we should forego the interview with Coach now.
That's fine. So let's get final thoughts here, Steve, either tonight or just overall for the season, and we'll wrap things up here from Corry.
Tonight, god-awful. It's just the way you have to put it tonight. It is not the Titusville team that we saw at Oil City. Even though the score is similar, it is not the same football team that we saw a week ago at Oil City. Oil City game was probably their best collective 4 quarters of the year. They had moments, even tonight here, where they could have made a difference in this football game. They just can't make the plays, and they just have a hard time doing that. It's one of those things that, as Coach Reynolds has talked about, it's a building situation, building blocks, and we have to learn how to make those plays. And once you start making those plays, scores are going to start getting closer, or they're going to start bending your way. Right now, we're just in the process of learning how to do that. So, overall for the course of the season, I'm fairly happy with what we've seen overall. There's still a lot of things that have to be worked on, but, you knew that coming into it. I think they're better now towards the end of the year than they were at the beginning of the year, so I think there is progress being made. Now the big question becomes, what are you kids going to do now that the season's over? One of the things I've always talked about is fatigue. There's huffing and puffing fatigue, and then there's grunting and groaning fatigue, and we get grunt and groan fatigued. And the only way to cure that is to get your butt in the weight room. And that's something that has to be done by our kids, even if you're into another season.
And that doesn't just help you in football.
No, it doesn't. It helps you in any athletic endeavor that you're doing. One of the things that you have to understand that these programs are, for lack of a better term, generic. It's just general weightlifting, so to speak. It's not just a football program or just a basketball program. That'll happen to you if you get to the next level. You get into college, you'll have to worry more about that. But that doesn't happen here at the high school level. Overall, I think there's been a general improvement in our football team this year from start to finish. Tonight just did not give us an example of it.
Bill, final thoughts tonight or overall this year?
Jekyll and Hyde. That's what I look at it.
Yep.
We expect something, we don't get it. Next time we don't expect it, we get it. So they're young, and it's going to be interesting to follow the young careers of these guys.
All right, guys. I want to thank all of you. It's just a blast every Friday night in the fall. Joe Watkins, who joined our crew this year. Joe, phenomenal job. Thank you so much. Bill, love you to death.
No problem.
Nice job this season down on the field. Steve.
I'll give your best wishes to Dad when I get down there, because I'll bet he turned this off at halftime.
Well, I won't comment on Jim.
I bet she didn't. I bet she watched.
No, I think he was.
I know my father, Bill.
He probably turned it off at the kickoff.
Now, he probably watched about the first quarter, but he sent me a text earlier in the game. And I thought, he's not going to be watching this much longer, particularly if we couldn't get things turned around, which we didn't do. So,
well, your dad's not here, and I would say some nice things about him. I want to congratulate him on being inducted in the Hall of Fame and everything he's done for us over the years. One of the best broadcasters, one of the best friends I've had. Steve, for you, I think you're. Well, personally, I have my thoughts, but
which you can't without FCC interference. You can't.
Yeah, but seriously, I would put you up against anybody for analyzing and breaking down footage and your passion for Rocket football. So, I love being here. Adam, you're a partner in this and
partner in crime.
And your work is phenomenal. And again, listen, it's a lot of work to do this, but I would want to do this every Friday night. This is a lot of fun, and
it is a lot of fun, what's really gonna be fun over the next couple of years, the next 2 to 4 years, 5 years, is to watch the growth of Titusville Rocket football. That's what that's really what we're hoping for.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's about. So, and us to you, Luke, it's been a lot of fun. You're a nice guy to work for.
Yeah.
My agent will be calling about next year's contract.
I hope so. I hope so. Who knows what? Yes, Bill.
We kind of missed the dinners after the ball game.
We have. Yes, we talk about them every year.
All
right, guys. Thanks for everything you do, guys. For our viewers, our sponsors, thanks so much for joining us. We're wrapping things up here from Corry. Our coverage this fall sports season made possible by these great sponsors: by Oil Creek Plastics, by Titusville Area Hospital, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by State Farm Insurance. Thanks, Bill. By Poppies. Thanks, CJ. By the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home. Todd and the crew, thank you. Donovan and Bauer Auto Group. By The Barking Lot. By Fat Chad's Brewing. Thanks, Chad. By Armstrong. By the University of Pittsburgh Titusville Education and Training Hub. By Kreiner Real Estate. By Warner's Bakery. By Goodwill. By Larry's Auto Service. By Corky's Pizza. And by the Titusville Beverage. Fall sports is over. We'll see you this winter for basketball, swimming, and wrestling.
Thank you for watching Stream Sports' presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on Stream TV.